Over the Line Live with the Boys. Here we go yet again, back on a Friday, man. So excited to be here. Tony Gump in the house.
What's up?
And Jeremy Attaway's with us.
Yes, back by popular demand.
So it was perfect that you did that, because when we're missing John Bird, by the way. He's just he's got some issues. But when we start, Bird always has his devices turned all the way up, so you hear the playback from the show. You know, so which you were trying to share it to your social media.
I was doing some sharing to
yeah. No, we appreciate that.
my face space.
We appreciate that. It's been a long time since you've been in here with us.
So over a year.
Has it been a year?
Yeah, over a year.
Man, we weren't even doing the shows live last time you were here.
No, I don't think we had live shows.
We talked about the quest and all the different things you've done throughout your life.
Yes, the
many, and most recently, I guess people probably do know you. You were the guy that Zoomed us from the boat.
Yes.
Yep.
You were
I was in the middle of the Caribbean Sea.
You were out at sea, and I don't even remember what you were doing. Were you like going digging for oil or something?
Well, I was delivering some things to
Oh, that's
Trinidad.
right. Yeah, and you couldn't tell us what it was. Okay, yeah, I remember now. So you still doing that?
No, they actually, it's weird. I got what they call fired.
Okay. You got fired from.
You sure Bird's not here?
You're just trying to pretend like, hey, I'm John Bird since he's not here.
So I got what they call fired. I don't know what I did to get fired. I just they told me to get my things together.
Really?
And get on the pilot boat, and there would be a car waiting for me when I got to land.
That was a pretty good job, wasn't it?
It was an all right job. It was you know with boat companies, most of the time they're the most no good motherfuckers you've ever.
Okay, so I mean, it paid well, I assume.
It paid decent
because you have to. I mean, to go out on a boat for weeks on end, you got to pay people good to do that. That's kind of a dangerous job.
Yeah, and it's I've got probably $150,000 in education.
Yeah,
going toward that profession.
Okay,
and it doesn't pay what people think it would pay. You can make more money doing other things.
Like this podcast. We're filthy rich from this podcast.
Right. You bathe in money. When I came in here, Tony Gump was drying off sweat with $100 bill.
Right.
Yeah.
And he just...
So you get. Let's just go through this real quick, because I'm shocked by this revelation. You're out at sea. Do you know where you're at when you're on the boat when they fire you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you're just doing boat captain stuff? You just drive and they come tap you on the shoulder?
No, they sent an email that there would be a crew change occurring.
Is that standard, or that was weird to you?
That's weird.
Okay.
I was going to be doing this entire journey.
Especially since you're on the other side of the earth.
Yes, I'm on the other side of the
so
earth.
You're like, where are they sending me if you're getting a new crew?
What's going on here? So I've still not figured out what was going on.
Huh. And this was your whole crew? The whole crew change, or just a Jeremy Attaway crew change?
Just Jeremy Attaway.
Okay. So you get the email. I assume you have to talk to somebody that officially lets you go, right?
No. But no one ever.
Just an email.
No one. They just sent me. They've not even told me I was fired.
Well, okay. So what happens after that?
Well, I get on the land, and there's all these dirty islanders laying around in these piles of trash.
And you're in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Can we do a quick Google of Trinidad and just see what kind of photos Google gives us to see? I'm sure Google's going to be very generous as
It's
to how
Trinidad and Tobago, correct?
I mean,
Yeah.
That looks beautiful to me.
Yeah, that's not what it looks like.
Okay. So
What, real images?
yeah, real images.
All right, let's see.
Well,
Oh, this one looks like it could be more. It still looks exotic.
What I want you to imagine is West End with sand and pretty birds.
So the hood of Birmingham with a beach.
Yes.
Okay.
So they're just laying around in these tires.
Mm-hmm.
They're just piled up in trash everywhere. And then this little vehicle gets there, and we're going to the airport, which is on the other side of this country.
Right. So, well, I just want to make sure I've got all the details here. So, you guys get into port or whatever you call it, and you've already gotten an email saying we're going to be changing the crew. You haven't talked to anybody. You've just got an email. You then get off the boat, and is there a guy out there saying, "Hey, Attaway, Captain Attaway, here's your car"?
No. I got there. I had to stand in the hot sun.
Yeah.
And I just had to stand in the hot sun and sweat and wait on a car. I'm like, I don't have anybody's phone number.
You're just dropped off in the middle of Trinidad with no info.
Yeah, someone will get you.
Wow.
And so I'm just like, wow. Huh. And so I got all my bags. I think I'm the only white person.
Yeah, I would imagine.
And
even the white people that are there, they look like they'd be pretty tan.
Yeah.
So
so I'm just standing there, and I'm like, wow, let's smoke some cigarettes, and then the car finally gets there, and I'd been at sea for like 14 days, and before that I'd been at work for like a month before we even drove down there.
What is work?
Well, I was on the boat.
Working on the boat, but on land.
No, I was on the boat. We were out doing survey work.
Oh, I got you. But this time you were really traveling for across the globe for 14 days.
Right.
Okay.
So I really wanted what they call a beer. Have you ever had one?
Oh yeah, they're amazing.
And so I'm in the car with this guy. I was like, yeah, I would like to stop and get a beer. Yeah. And there's just all this, because everywhere you look, there's people walking around drinking beer, because it's the west end of the
West
Caribbean.
End with sand, right?
And so we stopped. I got some Caribbean beer. It's called Carib.
Really?
Which was actually delicious.
It's kind of like a Red Stripe or something like that.
I would describe it like that.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I drank a bunch of those as we drove across the country of Trinidad, which is mountainous, as we had to drive to where they had a flat spot made.
Yeah.
And the airport was probably about half the size of the Birmingham International Airport. Mm-hmm. And I drank some more there.
Okay.
And then I got on the airplane, which I was really, I don't know if you ever flown an airplane?
Yeah.
It's the most miserable thing.
It's not fun at all.
I'm nearly 300 pounds. And the seats on the airplanes are designed for people who weigh 100 pounds.
Right.
So I've got to shove all 300 pounds of
in between two
tater
armrests.
tots and corn dogs
right.
and Budweiser beer into a seat designed for a European man.
Right.
And it's just very uncomfortable for me. And I hate flying.
Yeah.
And so, I'm also claustrophobic.
I am too.
And I have anxiety. Mm-hmm. And so I need to drink a bunch.
Right.
In order to fly.
Now, because I want to stay on track. Do you know that you're fired at this point, or are you still just running off an email? Hey, I'm taking a little break.
No one.
No, it's told you that you're fired.
No one has ever contacted me in any phone call. They won't take my phone calls either.
Wow. So you're in Trinidad, getting on a plane. Do you know where this plane is going?
Yeah. It flew to Miami.
Okay, Miami. So you know at least you're going to Miami. Do you think you're going home at this point?
Yeah. I'm going to Miami, then Birmingham.
Gotcha.
And
but you thought you maybe just a little vacation?
No.
You did such a good job. They giving you days off.
Looks like you went to Hawaii. I'm just saying.
I was pretty sure.
Did you get that shirt in Trinidad, by the way?
No. It's
bodega.
I was pretty sure that whatever I had made somebody very angry.
Yeah. So you were kind of getting the gist of it at this point.
I could have,
Yeah.
I've made somebody mad by doing something or saying something, because I will say things from time to time.
Well, you almost told us what your super secret mission was on a podcast on the internet. Do you think maybe you talking to us during your super secret Trinidad mission?
No, because I had, before I did that I knew that the crew change was happening.
Okay.
Because they did it pretty early.
Yeah.
After we departed.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
by the way, there's a little bit of an adjustment since last time you were here, and you probably know this, but people send us money during this podcast.
I like money,
and so we have to if somebody's talking, we just got to completely railroad them.
Yep.
And go with the megaphone.
Yeah.
So, okay.
For instance, up first, we've got, let's see here.
Stave, MF and Stave, $2. He said, this guy looks like he could eat 5 hot peanuts.
You think that's true? He's referring to the Death Nut Challenge, by the way.
5 hot peanuts.
Yeah. You familiar with Death Nut Challenge?
Oh, Death Nut.
It sounds bad.
I ate some pain pills one time and almost killed myself trying to nut. But
Whoa.
It's a little different.
Oh.
And then we got Mike Chris on the Venmo, $35. Attaway, below decks next season with Captain. I don't know what all that means, but
I bet you do, because you're a captain. Well, formerly a captain.
Well, I've still got. I'm about to probably go back to work next week after.
Oh, really? So you're okay. Well, that's good. So just to make sure we wrap up this story, you go, you fly back home, and or today, are you still like you never officially got fired, or did anything happen between the flight to Miami and today?
There's nobody's.
Still nothing.
Nothing. I'm just gonna go to work for another place.
Okay, fair enough.
Are you sure Bird's not here? This just seems like a John Bird story.
I've worked for a lot of boat companies, and when I first started working on boats, you would work somewhere and you'd get pissed off at them, and then you would tell them to kiss your ass.
Right.
And they were like, blah, 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 we're letting you go. And then you would just get in your car and drive next door and be like, hey, I'm here.
Next door.
And you would go get on a boat.
Right. But that's not happening this round.
Oh, I just been, I don't know.
You got a lot of experience in a lot of different fields.
Yes.
So the options are endless for you.
Yes, everything's endless. I've just been kind of taking a long break. I've studied the internet.
Yeah. That's good.
I've been twitching. I've been playing Twitch and relaxing and, just hanging out at my house.
Well, that's good. Does your wife enjoy that? Your wife and your daughter?
No. My daughter has been enjoying it.
Really?
My wife's just like,
not so much.
You are fat and you drink beer all day long.
Well, listen, I mean, if I got to say, if I got fired and actually I'll have a good test run with this coming up this week because I actually took vacation. Like, I'm off all next week.
Yeah.
I may just see what being at home drinking all day is like because it's been a long time since I day drank.
It's enjoyable.
Is it?
It's great.
You got to do it in moderation, though. Just pick a couple days and then stick with that.
Or just kind of slowly progress throughout the day. Like, you don't want to do too much at 8 a.m. and then have to go to bed.
No, I have. No, I think it's been maybe 2 months or a month since I got back from Trinidad.
Mm-hmm.
I did spend one section drinking coffee and playing video games.
Okay.
So that was like 72 hours of video games and coffee.
What games do you play?
Oh, I play NCAA, and I play Police Simulator.
Police Simulator. That actually sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. People, I've been twitching that, and like there'll be like 20 people watching me.
Oh, you're streaming on Twitch?
Yeah.
Wow.
There'll be 20 people watching me work a wreck in a video game.
Okay, so how would people find you on Twitch for people that want to watch?
Hitman Attaway.
Hitman Attaway. Yeah. Okay.
I play Hitman.
Yeah.
And that's my game.
That's fascinating. I had no idea you were a streamer.
Well, I just started.
Oh, did you? And you already got 20 people in there.
Yeah.
That's not easy to do.
Yeah, you just gotta.
They're like, look at this guy with the big colorful shirt working a wreck. We gotta watch this.
We're gonna work this wreck, and then sometimes when you work a wreck, all of them have DUIs.
Right, most of them do. Yeah.
It's like, oh well, all of you are drunk, and that's why you get drunk.
Do you ever have any bystanders, like anti-police, maybe BLM bystanders come start harassing you while you're working a wreck?
That would be entertaining. It's entertaining.
Depends on the location in the game, I assume.
It depends on if you're in Trinidad, West End, Trinidad.
West End, Trinidad, yeah.
Oh, well, that's fascinating. I mean, I hate it for you. It sounds like a hassle. Most of us as men, we're really terrified at the thought of losing our jobs because we're providing for our family, but you seem to be handling it well.
Yeah, well, I'm 50 years old. I've been up and down a bunch in life. I don't have a mortgage or car payment or credit card bills.
Oh, well, that's helpful.
Yeah.
That's helpful when you lose your job. That's very helpful.
And I had just sold a house I remodeled. and so I had profit money in the bank.
Gotcha. And your wife does real estate?
Well, she
get fired too?
She has a real estate license.
Okay, so she just kind of dabbles in it.
She's a dabbler of the real estate.
Okay. Well, I was
just
going to
curious,
say,
with the house, did you wait the 5 years so you didn't have to pay taxes on the profit? It's section 121 of the tax code.
Yeah, we won't speak of taxes.
Okay, sorry.
yeah, you got to
Never
bring
mind,
up
I
the
didn't say
taxes,
nothing.
didn't you? But listen, if your wife's dabbling in real estate, then she sells one house and you're good for another 6 months. You know.
It's not the commission off of selling a house isn't as much as it should be.
Really? Like, what do you think? All right, I'll just give you a number and you tell me how much the average real estate agent would make off a $300,000 house.
Okay, a $300,000 house, you're probably $4,400 to $4,500.
That's it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it'd be more.
because they've negotiated. The real estate market's so slow right now. That's why I shut down my air conditioning business. Because I've got some other news for you. The economy is not great.
It's not. We're really
The
digging
economy
out
is
of a
not
hole.
great. I know Donald Trump. It's just the best economy. People love the economy. Why can't I afford chicken, Donald Trump?
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, we got so far down in a hole, even if Donald Trump is progressing with the economy,
Well,
like we still don't see the light at the end of the tunnel.
There's trucking companies going out of business left and right. Truck drivers can't afford the fuel.
That's detrimental
in the 18-wheeler.
because we need truckers.
I actually called a trucking company, and they wanted to pay me what trucking was paying 8 years ago. I was like,
Yeah.
that seems like that would have been went up a good bit.
Right.
Since the cost of because since people can't afford chicken.
And that's the number one industry for high school educated men in this country. The trucking industry.
It's up. Actually, in the 80s, it was. It's a very noble possession. It's an honorable thing. You drive, you work hard, you can make money. It's all up to you. But it's just been beat down, and now it's just not. Is it worth it to get out there on the interstate and drive?
And try not to hit some guy with a towel.
You got
on
all
his
these
head
responsibilities.
that's out there driving towards you.
You got all these responsibilities, and at the end of the week, they give you $1,400.
Yeah, that doesn't really seem worth it. Real quick,
Vader, $2. He says, "Is this guy from Dudleyville?"
there's going to be a lot of members of the audience asking questions about you that aren't familiar with it. Can you pull up real quick Bubba Ray
Dudleyville?
Dudley?
Oh.
yeah, Bubba Ray Dudley. This is who he's referring to. And honestly, I can see it. Hit the images tab.
Oh,
Yeah, with the glasses. Hit one with the glasses. This is.
I
Yeah.
remember these people.
Yeah, the Dudley boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. They used to throw people through tables.
Back when wrestling was wrestling.
There you go. That kind of looks like you right there.
More the guy on the left.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
yeah.
you definitely look like the black guy.
Here you go.
That's the Trinidad version of Attaway.
Yeah, that's. I remember these guys.
It looks a lot like you. I was having a conversation with my wife before we came over here about how, because on my Facebook Reels came up like Stone Cold running over the rocks, brand new Lincoln Continental with a monster truck, and I was like, man, wrestling used to be so good.
Wrestling was great. You know, Hogan, the Giant.
R.I.P. Hogan.
Dave says, $2. Devon, get the tables.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad somebody noticed that because I didn't think about it.
But yeah,
God, we may just name this podcast Bubba Ray Dudley.
But that's another thing that needs to be addressed is wrestling. Why is it not great anymore?
That's true.
America's not great. Trucking ain't great. Boat captain ain't great. Real estate ain't great. Chicken's expensive.
We've got, just on the wrestling front, we've got our first president in history that actually has a tie to wrestling.
Right.
Not only was he friends with Vince McMahon, not only was he at WrestleMania shaving Vince's head, not only was he involved in these matches or hosting some WrestleManias, but he hired Vince McMahon's wife to be a part of the cabinet.
Right.
Yep.
Like, I don't understand why make wrestling great again is not on Donald Trump's
Right.
radar.
I mean, that's just.
I think he's trying to. He's trying to convert UFC a little bit, but I see what you're saying about the wrestling, but he is a fan.
And
you know.
Triple H is running it, and they brought him in the fold to be a
Yep.
part of the RFK kind of, presidential health fitness test or whatever. So,
I have. Have you tried to watch wrestling lately?
Yeah, I do. Well, my kid likes it, so what I'll usually do is like Monday Night Raw, I will watch the first segment where they're all talking shit, but then once it gets into the matches,
it's garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not Memphis wrestling with Jerry Lawler.
if you could take the characters, it's not. What was it? Pro South? What was the old one? Rocky Mountain Wrestling.
I'll tell you what.
If you took, if this is my personal opinion, if you took the superstars of WWE, the personalities and everything, and put them in AEW, have you watched the AEW? The storylines and the characters are not that good, but they get out there and they're absolutely savage. I mean, slapping each other with barbed wire, the thumbtacks, and they're doing it all the time.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the violence.
Yes. Now, that's kind of why you tuned in for violence and some drama.
That's right. And even the women, they had a women's match a couple weeks ago, and it was like a 6-way women's match, and every one of them was bleeding, like just gushing blood from their head.
Did they have big booties?
Of course.
As if they big booties and blood.
Yes.
Tonight.
That was actually the name of the pay-per-view.
Let me tune in and get a chubby.
It was good. But I like that. I actually paid $50 one time to watch one of their pay-per-views, which was not good except for the last match, which was like a Texas death match or something.
Texas barbed wire.
Yeah, it was one of those. It was
Table
really good.
match in the cage on fire.
Well, if you're just joining us, it is your Friday night edition of Over the Line. Tony Gump and our guest, Jeremy Attaway. John Bird had some things pop up, so he didn't make it. He did plan to be here, but, things happen.
I'd like to give a quick shout-out to my daughter, Abigail Grace.
Abigail Grace. Hey, Abigail, what's up?
Yes.
And
Do you want to give her a shout through the microphone, through the megaphone?
yes.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, just click that button like a gun and say hi to Abigail Grace.
Hello, Abby Grace. Abby Grace. My favorite daughter.
Isn't that fun? Love this thing. So, but yeah, we're glad you're here. We're really, really trying on this show to kind of book some people. Maybe not always once a week, but at least a couple times a month, just to add some variety.
It's important to have people.
It is.
On talk show.
And you can have
if you were just sitting here by yourself talking,
it would not be good.
It would not,
That's actually where this started with me talking just to myself, and then we moved into this studio, and we were still going to do just me talking to myself.
Right.
He didn't want anything to do with it. He didn't want to be on camera. He
Hell
didn't
no,
want
man.
He didn't want to talk. He didn't want nothing. And then finally, it just kind of morphed into what it is today, which I think works. I think we've got a good product.
The voices in my head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just you sitting here going, no, Andrew, we're not going to do that.
Well, it was very similar to the radio show where I'm just kind of doing straight politics, but I do that 5 days a week. Like, I'd rather come on here and, I can talk about some politics, but I'd rather have fun.
Yeah, early on, I was kind of, he was so hardcore ultra MAGA before everybody else became,
Right.
so he'd be real controversial to a lot of people. So I was like, I don't know if I want to be on video with this guy.
I can't be seen.
Yeah. But it worked out,
I remember when I came out of the MAGA closet and supported Donald Trump, people were like, there's no way, you're trying to be a hardcore, and there's no way you really support this guy. Yeah. And what had happened was I had wanted somebody besides Donald Trump in 2016. And those people kept falling off. And eventually I was just like, you know what?
You got left with Trump.
The people I don't like don't want Donald Trump so much.
Yep.
I want him now.
Yep.
Right. That's the case for a lot of people.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of people felt that way. And I'll admit, I liked Donald Trump from the very beginning, but I was like, there's no way that this milquetoast conservative party, Republican Party, is going to ever allow him to be the nominee. So I threw my vote for, sounds a little silly now, but I threw a vote for Ben Carson. Yep. I mean, part of that was I did like Ben Carson. The other part was I wanted to be like, oh, look at me. I'm not a racist. I voted for a black guy. One of those things. But once it got down towards the end and there was like 3 or 4 left, I was like, oh, we're doing this.
I think I started out with John Kasich He came out there
Yeah.
and he was very sober. It looked like he had never had a drink in his life. And I was like, look at this Baptist. And he's like, and he gives out this very sober, calm plan. I was like, that's just the most sensible thing ever.
Right.
I think I'm going to vote for this guy here.
That's the way we used to think. We would vote sensibly,
Yeah.
but those days are gone.
And then Donald Trump, look at his hands. Look at my hands. His hands. He's got tiny hands. And I was like, this guy's crazy. He's unhinged.
Oh, it's wild.
No,
man.
what sold me on Trump was the fact that the media hated him so much. And once I saw the wave of the hate coming from the people in the mainstream, I realized this is our guy. This is an actual person fighting for us.
This is the person we want. They hate him so much. We
Yep.
want him.
Oh, that's a big motivator. I mean, the fact that the media, because the media was already the enemy of the people even before Donald Trump came on board to an extent. Because I used to be rah George Bush, let's go get the terrorist, and then Obama bad for 8 years, and to watch the media do what they did over the course of Obama, it was like, man, these people are
It's
disgusting.
like a love fest.
Yeah, and then they got worse and worse. So when Donald Trump came up, he started smacking them around. You remember that one clip where the girl's like asking him about immigration, and she's like tripping over her words, and he's like, "Come on, get it out."
Katie Tur.
Yeah, he's like, you're not gonna be able to get it out. You're not gonna put this on TV, but go ahead and try it. Get it out. He's just hammered him, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I like this guy. Which of course me. I'm ultra MAGA, about as MAGA as it comes.
Now, you said Kasich because he never had a beer in his life. I don't think Donald Trump's ever had a beer in his life.
That's a good point.
Well, it is, but
But what?
I mean, I've been Kasich looks like a Baptist.
Donald Trump doesn't look
Donald
like
Trump
a
looks like he does cocaine.
He does. He's got a little cocaine kind of personality to him. Just because he's wide open, he doesn't sleep.
Yeah,
He eats McDonald's all the
not
time.
Sleeping, he's banging models, and he's had 7 wives. I've never done cocaine. Shut up, Donald.
He's done a lot
Shut
of
up,
stuff.
Donald. Quit lying to me.
Even if he hasn't done cocaine, he's done all the things that people on cocaine would do.
Yeah, he does a lot of cocaine things.
Cocaine things, yes. That's exactly right. So, by the way, if you want to get in on the show, OTL Show on Cash App and Venmo, or you can super chat us right here in the chat if you want to give Bubba Ray Dudley a shout out or anything.
We got a Venmo Mike Christ.
Oh, do we got?
Yep.
Let's see. How much is it?
35.
Oh, yeah, we did that one earlier. But
my
thank you
bad.
again, Mike Chris.
I
Thank
just
you,
saw
buddy.
it pop on my phone. My bad.
Let me grab this real quick. I just want to show you. So this is
We're grabbing something.
This was sent from a listener. We get packages from listeners all the time, and they wanted me and Bird to do this. It's called the Death Nut Challenge.
Death Nut Challenge.
And it's got 5 stages. Each stage has got I think there's 6 peanuts in a pack. You can eat one, or you can split it down the middle, or whatever. And so, however many contestants you got, you each,
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I don't think you got a hair on your ass.
do you want to do this?
Do I want to do this?
do you want to do the Death
I
Nut
eat
Challenge?
stuff like that for breakfast.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. It's game on.
Oh, I eat hot stuff all the time. So.
I snort cayenne pepper in the morning.
You snort what do we call it? Capsaicin?
Yeah, I was just snorting. It's like I got mace one time, and I just wiped it off, licked it. I was like, this is delicious.
I can see Attaway doing a line of mace on the,
As a bounty hunter, I could see that happening. So, yeah, well, let's do this because John Bird has had a really rough time with IBS as of late. So as the days have gone by, I've lost faith that he and I were going to be able to do
John
this.
Bird's getting older, and, he's trying to right now transfer all the files from his computer to Betamax so he can export.
Right.
He can export those porns for Dr. Dingling.
Right.
I mean,
Okay, well, I'm going to put this off to the side a little later in the show. We may give it a shot.
yes.
I've actually done it before. That one's
I'm actually excited, Attaway. This will be fun watching.
that's version 2.0, so I think it's the newest one. And Tony, you would be able to handle Tony level 1 and level 2 without a problem. But if you just want to be involved in it, all you got to do is tap out whenever you're done. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll keep that in mind, yeah.
Come on, Tony. Go.
All right.
Stave $2. What are we drinking tonight, boys?
Blackberry Jack Daniels.
Yeah, Tony Gump's always Blackberry Jack Daniels. We got regular Jack. We got Redneck Riviera. We got Old Smoky chocolate and peanut butter. There's some Bacardi. I don't know. What do you usually drink?
I used to
Besides
drink.
beer all day.
I drink Evan Williams.
Really?
Oh, that's gross, man. I can't do that.
Drink Evan Williams. Because I've got a theory. I drink cheap beer also. Miller High Life.
Yeah. Well, that's Darren Miller High Life.
Yeah, that's all right.
I drive a wrecked Toyota Yaris.
And you wrecked it because
I hit
of...
a deer.
Oh, I thought you said Miller High Life.
I hit a deer, and then I got out to kill the deer, and it ran off.
Damn, that's not good.
But
I've been doing Woodford Reserve as of late.
oh, you're fancy.
Yeah.
I'm here with the fancy. Christy, I'm here with the fancy people.
No, listen, there's
Wiping sweat with hundreds,
I told this on the last podcast, but there is a company that makes. They're often where was it? Hoax Bluff. They make these jars, and in the jars they put like for an old fashioned. They'll put an orange slice in there. They'll put some bitters, sugar cubes. And then you fill it up with whiskey, let it sit in the fridge for 3 days, and you just pour it.
I love old
fantastic old fashioned.
That's one of my favorites.
And they're sending me one that's like a smoked apple old fashioned that I should be getting any day. It's one of the coolest inventions that I think I've seen in a long time. You just fill it up with whiskey and then let it sit for 2 or 3 days, and it tastes better than any old fashioned I've ever had. Like, that's how good it is. It's called Mixing Dixie.
I like that.
Is the name of it. I saw it I found them at, my mom was in town. We went to Homestead Hollow.
Yeah.
Which seems like a place you would like to go to.
I remember going years ago. I took Abby Grace.
Nice.
And my wife and I went, and I carried Abby Grace on one of those baby things where the baby rides on the front.
By the time that y'all left, were you just bags on both arms, just like all kinds of shit?
Kinds of garbage.
Yeah, stuff you're not gonna use.
Just bullshit.
Live life, love sign.
Yeah,
hang in the kitchen.
Yeah, just white woman stuff. It's the white woman. Everything's become some kind of white woman craft show.
Yeah,
I mean,
it really has, and it's all thanks to YouTube. It used to be HGTV, but now it's all these different shows and videos on YouTube that, I mean, I've been watching damn Christmas decorating videos at my house for 6 months. It's either that or murder mystery. So I either got to be in the Christmas spirit or be ready to hear about a gruesome murder that happened to a young lady and how the person on the internet's going to find them.
So I've been thinking about designing because I'm going to probably start building some houses to sell here in a couple of years.
This old crack house?
This old crack house. But I'm going to design these barn dominiums. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up and I'm going to go down to Home Depot. And I'm going to find a white woman in yoga pants.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk over to her and be like, hey, what do you think I should put here? And just whatever kind of live, love, life bullshit she tells me.
Okay. So just go with.
I'm just going to go ask random white women.
That's a good idea.
What about this? Oh, definitely mauve.
That's a good idea.
Could you point out mauve? Because I only know white.
So, Trish says, white women hell. Andrew brought home armloads from that place. So, I mean, she's actually right. She didn't go, and then I came back with a bunch of shit.
Beef jerky and shit.
Beef jerky. I bought honey from a guy that's like Carolina Reaper honey.
Yeah.
Then I bought those jars. And I've actually got some of the beef jerky in my bag, and one of the flavors is Carolina Reaper. So if you're legit into hot stuff, I can give you some. Let me grab this. It's actually really good beef jerky. I let John Bird taste it. He didn't like it because I don't know if you remember Wild Hair Jerky. Our buddy that owns that, he's always sending us jerky, and he's got pretty good stuff. So I felt bad buying this because you feel like you're cheating.
You're cheating on Wild Hair Jerky.
Yeah.
I didn't want to cheat.
We had a wild hair jerky off.
Yeah, we named
a couple weeks ago.
I don't even remember what we were doing, but we named the video "Wild Hair Jerky Off."
Yeah.
And I think it was a hit.
Yeah.
All right, so this one is dill pickle, but that's not what I want to give you. I have not opened this, so this is as fresh as it gets.
Oh, you can see the Reaper on it.
Yeah, you can. It's on there.
Don't fear the Reaper, man.
While I bust into this, and I know this is not going to be a big deal to you, but I got to let our audience know, I will be on Newsmax tomorrow.
Yes.
At 5:50.
I thought it was 5:40 East or Central.
No, it's 5:50 Central.
In the morning?
No, God, no. If they asked me to be on TV at 5:50 in the morning, I'd be like, nope.
No, well, you'll be on
have to stay
TV
up all
from
night
here.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll be doing my Newsmax appearance from here. I don't know exactly what we're supposed to be talking about, but apparently the senior booker for Newsmax found me on Twitter, and she's like, hey, do you want to make an appearance on our TV channel?
What is Newsmax just going through Twitter now?
I guess. I thought it was
Look at
bizarre.
this weird guy and his Andrew
When I first got the email, it came to our podcast email, which
Yep.
nobody, I mean, it's otlburner@gmail.com, but nobody really knows that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, did you find us? And I guess she saw our podcast and then, said, hey, that guy would be entertaining to bring on TV.
He's got a show.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll be on Newsmax tomorrow night, 6:50 Eastern, 5:50 Central. If people want to tune in, he'll be on for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's not going to be long. She said we're going to comment on, she called it entertainment issues and media madness.
Yep.
So I don't know if I'm going to be making fun of Caitlin Collins or.
What if you need to be well up to date on what you're going to have to make fun of.
I would agree.
I think he is.
I agree.
They're going to send out something that afternoon about exactly what you'll be
Yeah, they're
going to
send it to me right before
So
the
you're gonna-
appearance.
You're going to need to Google that.
Yeah.
I would like to know, but I also get it because if somebody came to me that was going to be on my show and wants to know what I'm talking about 3 days from now, well, I got a clue. I got to wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
So
Things are happening. We'll
yeah,
let you know.
things happen, things move. All right, so this has got a nice kick to it. So try that out. Tell me what you think. I'm very excited to know that you're a hot pepper guy because I am too.
I am too. That relieves pressure off me. I ain't got to do it. Sorry.
But yeah, I hope everybody's excited about that in the audience. It's the first time I've told the OTL Nation, Newsmax.
Yeah. Big
Tomorrow.
deal.
It's a big deal. It's my first time ever going on TV.
I'm going to make sure they get a second or two of the studio on the camera.
That'd be good.
We got to talk about our strategy on that.
So-
Yes. Oh wow! You just went.
Oh
for
my
it.
God,
Mm.
dude, champion!
It's the jerky itself is kind of it's almost moist, kind of. It's a different texture. It was a different texture than what I'm used to.
I'm waiting for the
Lot
camera
of
to
fat in
change
there.
colors.
A lot of fat. What do you what's your thoughts so far? I tell you, give me what's the heat level so far?
We don't. With all these reapers, it comes back to biting you in the ass.
So it's hot?
Well, right now, no.
No.
I've got a little.
You're saying on the backside when it.
I got a little tickle.
So it's not affecting you at all.
Got a little tickle.
Dude,
That's interesting. Well, I don't know if I want to do this
Oh, I thought he
death
was
challenge with you now.
yeah.
Because it
Dude,
I
he ate
mean-
that just like regular jerky.
doesn't smell incredibly hot, but it's still Carolina Reaper.
Well, you should be able to just eat some, Andrew, and not have a problem.
Yeah, I'll do it later. Because I had no idea his heat tolerance was so high.
Yeah, I don't think we didn't know. Yeah. Good
Little sweat
Lord.
going.
You got a little
Oh.
sweat going?
Yeah.
Get that water down, bud. There you go.
Wow.
I'm impressed.
I am too.
Actually, am
Champion.
impressed.
So I've been watching people eat chicken on the internet.
It comes across my feed too, and I like this one black lady today. It was like spicy foods, and she's taking these big pieces of spicy chicken, and it's just crunching as loud as you can crunch, and just all this smacking, and it's obnoxious and kind of gross, but you still are locked into it. You keep watching it. I don't know why.
Is it fried chicken?
Oh, yeah, of course.
What's your favorite fried chicken?
I don't know. What do you mean, like brand?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't eat fast food.
Do you have to take?
But
If you could eat,
if I did eat fast food, I was big. You remember when Popeyes came out with the crispy chicken
oh
sandwich?
yeah, Popeyes is excellent.
I was big on that. Like we made a big deal about trying to get our hands on that. I've always thought KFC had good chicken.
Church is delicious.
Churches, I don't know that I've ever had them, but they've
Well,
always looked delicious.
You've got to have a pistol with you to go.
Well, of course.
And to go down there, it's like I'm headed down to churches. You need anything?
Headed down to Trinidad to get some churches.
The odd thing enough,
Yeah.
there's a churches.
Oh, was there one in
There is
Trinidad?
a churches in Trinidad right there on the corner. I was like, look at there.
How about that?
They've got everything.
That's amazing. Yeah, but that's me. I just, we do a lot of cooking at home. We do groceries, and I'm not opposed to fast food, but I've been disenchanted with it so many times over the past few years because it's either the portions continue to shrink, or
And it's garbage.
It's way overpriced, or they mess your order up. There's always going to be something. And I'm like, you go feed 2 people at Taco Bell, it's going to cost you $30. You go feed 2 people at El Cazador, and you're going to have food left over tomorrow.
True.
So
Yeah.
So I live up in Hayden, and the gas station pizza. What do they call that?
Hunt's Brothers?
Hunt's.
Yeah.
So there's a gas station down the road. I call it the meth head store
Okay.
because I stopped there one time at 2:00 in the morning, and there was meth heads lurking about being meth heady.
Interesting.
Oh.
And so they have pizza there, and you can get 2 large pizzas with all the toppings, and a 2-liter Pepsi.
You're right.
Hey, Attaway, did you go to high school? I sorry to interrupt you. Did you go to high school with David Lynham, the
Yes.
drummer?
Oh, yeah, he knows David Lynham well.
Yeah, Lynham's in the chat. He was wanting to know.
Hey, when's the last time y'all have talked?
I don't think we've spoken in years. I've kept up with his career. I saw him in concert when he was with the band lineup.
Yep.
Is David? Let me text him.
I don't know, but he's my favorite rock and roll star now.
Yeah.
So,
Let me ask him if he can Zoom real quick. I would like to reunite you two. Let's see.
Yeah, Lynham's one of
Zoom?
those guys that just seems to know like a lot of people.
He's
and
been around.
Just,
He and I know everybody.
Yeah. So
Well, I guess if he's watching us, he can't see.
Lynham's earning the status. I would take a bullet for that guy at this point. That says a lot.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. He's one of our absolute favorites.
Yep.
And I used to follow the band around and just thought like these guys were the end all be all. And I mean they were very popular, but I had on a celebrity level, I had David Lynham way up here when I was younger.
Really?
Like way a lot. The whole band was just like absolute rock stars.
He asked me something about being on Geraldo.
Being on Geraldo.
Yeah, I can confirm I was on Geraldo.
What the?
Really?
Yeah, we
You
Well,
were really
that-
on Geraldo for
yeah,
real?
I was really on Geraldo.
It wasn't the chair throwing.
No, I was on Geraldo.
Okay, listen. I know. All right, well, let's have a couple drinks, and then once we get towards the end of the
Yeah.
show, then we'll discuss.
I have to do some searching.
Because now I'm like, oh, okay.
I was on.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did
I was
not
on
know that at all.
Springer too.
You were.
way.
Really?
Yeah,
And you have access to those episodes?
I could probably find them on the internet or you.
Oh
But
my God.
I try to hide those.
Give me a Zoom link real quick,
Okay.
Tony Gump, if you can. And we have our whole thing with the OTL banner and all that. Remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember. Let me get this going.
So we're going to try and I'm going to send David Lynham a link, and
Okay.
we're going to see if he can Zoom us real quick. Because I would like to see you two kind of, get, no pun intended, get the band back together.
What do you? Because I used to go and watch the lineup. Yeah.
Do you guys have history? Like you were?
We went to school together. And we know each other. And
Were y'all
friendly.
ever friends, like in the
I-
same
Okay,
group?
there you
I
go.
don't think we've ever been in the same group, but I think we've hung out and been amongst each other.
Maybe dated the same chicks at one time.
Oh no, I've never dated any of the women. he dated.
Bama.
I was just wondering. All right, let me see if I can.
Yeah, I did send it to you.
Okay, yeah, I got it. All right, David Lynham, I'm going to send you a link here, buddy, and we'll see if he can hop on.
Bama said, "Which KKK episode?" What the fuck?
Now, listen, don't get me wrong. I'm fascinated by this revelation, but I'm also incredibly nervous about this revelation
Well, the fact that he didn't tell us right away.
Yeah, that's what makes me nervous. So I think what we'll do is
I don't talk about it a lot.
Maybe here's what we can do. After this episode, we can go do a members only, which is our subscribers that pay $4.99 a month, and maybe dig into it there. So it's not public.
So this is, I'm 50 years old and I've done a lot of things. I've done a lot of things. And I've done a lot of things some things I don't talk about.
Are the things you regret?
Well, I wouldn't call them regrets because I had a good time.
Okay. Well,
as long as you had a good time.
David Lynham, join us at any time. So he's familiar with your appearances?
I think so. I think so. I think he remembers them probably.
What would I don't know. Did Geraldo like you?
He's a nice fellow.
Is he?
I hate that he didn't find Al Capone's
the gold
treasure.
Yeah.
That time.
Well, fair enough. I don't, Tony. We'll just wait online. I'm gonna wait for a confirmation. Well, I don't know. Check and see if we got him.
You want me to just look?
Yeah, just look and see.
All right, let me see.
Because
not yet.
All right. Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on that. We'll go back and forth.
Okay.
See, I see.
Oh, he says he's on. You can try
he
it
says
now.
he's on now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go full blown.
Let's see if we can. He says he is, but we don't see him.
Let me take this off.
There's some dust.
I don't see him yet.
He might not have clicked join.
Yeah, you got to click join.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a. Normally, as professional podcasters, we would set this up in advance.
Yes, but it was a kind of a thing, yeah.
We had no idea David Lynham was going to be in the chat. Now, David Lynham was on with us. Was it this time last week? Last Friday he was with us?
Yeah, he gets to be on a lot more than I do.
Yeah.
Because you stretched me out to a year long.
Well, you turned me down twice over the past month. So.
Well,
he was on a boat. Yeah.
I've been doing research into things.
He's been buying shirts, too.
What have you been researching?
Everything. I've researched the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done a lot of research into CK3.
CK3?
Yeah.
What is that?
Crusader Kings 3.
Is it a video game?
Yes, video.
Oh, okay. I was like, he's about to make me look like an idiot, like I don't know my history.
Like Louis C.K. or something.
Yeah. Okay.
I did a lot of history research also into the history of anything.
Try him again.
All right.
I know this is a whole back and forth gimmick, but
I think we might have. Yep, here
there
he is.
Okay,
ready? Here we go.
All right. There. Hey, can you turn us horizontal there, buddy?
What do you mean?
Like your phone horizontal, so we can get you a long ways. If not, it's fine. We'll just leave you like that. So
can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, but I can no longer see you since you had me turn my damn phone sideways.
Well, yeah.
Now I can't. I can't see anything. You can see me though.
We can see you. You are good and clear. So,
hey, I heard y'all get into it. Sorry to interrupt. Were you or were you not on Geraldo?
Yeah, that was me.
I mean, I know it's not, okay. If it was you, I know it's not an episode you want to talk about. But
regardless,
because I remember. Yeah. Didn't Geraldo get his nose broken on your episode?
I think so.
Okay, well,
that episode. Oh
allegedly.
My God!
According to the media, you can't.
No,
you guys have got to be kidding me, right? Really?
No. According to the bandage on his nose that he walked off with, that honker had a bandage wrapped around it.
Okay. So this is mind blowing.
No way. There's no way. I'm not.
Where are you at, David?
I'm at my in-laws' patio.
He was about to say something else, didn't he?
No, I'm at my in-laws' patio.
Look around.
I couldn't wait to join this damn thing. I got so many. Guys, let me take over talking to Mr. Attaway. No.
Go ahead. No, he's just. I mean, once he said we don't really want to talk about it, I was like, oh,
no,
this is bad.
And I'm not. No, I don't want to dig into that. But I do remember the first time I was entered. I'm not saying he had anything to do with it. The first time I was introduced to mushrooms, I was hanging out with him at a high school party. Yes, sir.
Shirt
And
says
I
it
have
all.
never. I remember. I don't know if it was him or somebody in our party brought a entire. Do you remember grocery sacks used to be paper, and they
Yes.
used to be, and they were like tall. I guess they were about.
Yeah.
We were at a log
Yeah.
cabin in Trustful.
We definitely. Okay, I thought this was the trip talking to me. For sure, we were there, and
Yep.
somebody showed up with mushrooms. I mean, absolutely chocked full in one of those grocery bags.
Yes, I paid $30 for that bag of mushrooms.
What a deal! Even back in 90, whatever it was.
Yeah,
But,
90 something. Yeah.
This is great, man. This podcast is about to light up. Okay, so I remember.
Oh God.
I don't know. Hey, I want to get to the boat talk too because I got way more questions about
Okay,
that. But
well, but first off, you don't have to hold your microphone. We could hear you
Yeah, I
good when you
gotcha.
were
Oh,
letting it
okay.
loose. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
you're good.
Okay, so I remember I would okay, so what you did with that bag, I didn't say you did it, somebody did, but they boiled water on the stove. I remember that. And they poured the entire bag in a pot on the stove.
Yes, that's
And-
the proper way.
I mean, you know what? I haven't done it since, and I thought to myself, Attaway's the damn Bill Nye the Science Guy of taking these mushrooms. You know, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I
And
still eat
I-
them.
And I remember drinking we made sweet tea out of it,
Yeah.
which was delicious. And I just got caught up in drinking sweet tea and forgot what I was really drinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it happens.
Wow.
And so that I remember going from there to a guy named Philip Carroll's house. I remember my entire night was crazy. It lasted till 8 the following morning, where I ended my evening looking in a mirror for the last 3 hours of that night with mushrooms, picking at my face, of course, going through puberty at the time because I'm a teenager, and just picking at zits, thinking I looked like Jesus with my long hair.
Yeah, yeah.
It happens, you
Yeah.
know.
But I'm telling you right now, dude, I would look at people and their whole head would melt off their body in a matter of 3 seconds. And it was the funniest, the hardest I've ever laughed was that night doing mushrooms in that log cabin in Trustful with Attaway.
Yes, I love the mushrooms.
We were kids, y'all. Quit judging us. We were kids, guys. We were kids.
So nowadays for $30 you get a ton. You can get one mushroom.
Right. 2 caps. Yeah.
Wow. This is fascinating.
I
I
gotta
mean,
ask.
he was
So
my
wait. Were you really on the Geraldo? I mean, you guys.
I don't think Tony Gump doesn't believe it. I believe it 100%.
I'm just
No,
used
what
to
you-
Bird, and he's always full of shit. You know.
No, you need to have him back on another episode to talk about that because you need to talk about it off air, then on air. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah, you need to get some okie dokies out of him before you do that. But so have you already gone through? Because I'm tuning in late to the podcast. Have you already gone through what you were doing and who in the hell let you on their boat? I mean, I want to know who in the hell let you on their boat because that's crazy.
Well, you know, the U.S. Coast Guard. I am a licensed 200-ton domestic, 500-ton international master of vessels. So
That looked like the most uneventful cruise I could ever imagine going on. You were on. But I would watch all of your videos and be like, he's about to show us a killer whale or some kind of like shark, and we're about to see something here, and he's like, nope, there's Jamaica or some shit.
you know, I thought that I was going to see something, and the most eventful thing happened. We were off the coast of Cuba, and a small boat came out and circled around us and then disappeared. And we didn't see anybody else. We drove by Haiti. We drove by the Dominican Republic. And we didn't see any other boats until we got down south of Grenada. I just kept remarking on the fact that we had U.S. troops in most of the places that we passed. So
Y'all were flirting with like other countries, right? Y'all were just going right past them.
yeah, I tried to be right in the legal international waters so I could see the coasts.
Have
and
you
be
ever
close to
thought
the
about?
coast.
Have you ever thought about running a shrimp boat and being on Deadliest Catch? Because I think you would be a great character.
I would love to be on Deadliest Catch.
I mean, I watch that show religiously, and I have to admit, it's got to be the most repeat bullshit I've ever seen of any TV show. But I am glued to it. And if I miss an episode, they could rerun an episode from last season. I wouldn't know the difference. I would
You would
sit
be
there
quite the
glued.
character.
Oh yeah, I'm there. Fish hook in mouth. He would be. Attaway would be, man. You would be great on that show.
Yeah, those shows. Most of the time when you're on a boat, it's like 98% complete and utter boredom, where you're playing your Switch and you're upgrading your Skyrim character.
Right. I have to say, between you two are very similar in this sense. Y'all are, as far as boomers go, y'all are really good at using social media, and I mean in an entertaining way. Both of you, David's been doing this for a long time, making videos, kind of just generally documenting his life. You, Attaway, on the other hand, you've been doing entire series like This Old Crack House and the different episodes.
I missed that. Now what's that?
This Old Crack House was where I was buying houses in Birmingham.
It was a lot less controversial than Geraldo.
Yeah, and I would go into, I'm like, hey, on today's episode of This Old Crack House, somebody bought this place for $30,000 and they're paying me $90,000 to fix it, to sell it. And I would just, I don't know, I would find crack pipes and crackheads and things like that.
It was really good.
I thought you turned that log cabin into something. You monetized that log cabin we ate mushrooms in. I didn't know you were out buying crack houses. What were you doing, flipping them?
Yeah. I was heavily involved in the flipping of houses there for a while. But that's really, because the economy is not really that great. I don't know if you knew. People,
I'm homeless, guys. I got 3% on this battery, and then I got to go find somebody to charge it.
So flipping houses kind of slowed down, and my business slowed down. So I had to go back to work on boats.
Well, and so Jeremy has revealed to us during this show that he's been fired from his boat gig, and to be honest, David Lynham's looking for some workers.
Hey, buddy.
I believe he has a lawn business.
Yeah, I do.
The Lawn Rangers.
All of my employees got deported.
You can thank Andrew McLean and Trump for that. I was under the impression we were deporting criminals, not the guy who makes tacos.
I did kind of help promote Trump. I will admit that.
That's exactly the way I feel. Thank you for saying what I just don't have to say now. Thank you, Todd.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
the same way.
You two are on the same page.
I voted for this ass clown to do this too, and I look my guys. Look, I looked them dead in the eyes. I said, "Let me tell you something. Don't you worry about a thing. They're only deporting violent criminals." And they looked at me like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Trust your boy. I know."
Oh, no.
And now they're back in Guatemala.
There's no way Donald Trump's going to send people to arrest people at the Mexican restaurant or people cutting grass. He's only going to be getting...
Yeah. You know they're only looking for violent offenders when they show up at Nori here in Birmingham and just empty out the whole restaurant. Yeah, that's where all the violent criminals and the thugs hang out, is at Thai places.
I still can't afford chicken. I still can't afford chicken. I don't know what you've been doing.
Instead of bitching about the economy, why don't you just go cut grass with him? I'm trying to help two people out at the same time.
I've been doing it all day today, man.
I do have a straw hat.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good start.
Well, then you'll get deported if you wear it. You look like the rest of them. You'll be right there with them.
Where are you from? I'm from Mexico, the beach part.
It's a really nice area.
Send me to one of those places.
Well, listen, man, we just wanted to reach out since you were in the chat and check on you. We need you back in studio as soon as you can.
I was off tonight, dude. But you got
really?
bigger guests there. You know,
I should have brought you in, man. I didn't want to wear you out and keep dragging you up here, but we will see you Wednesday night.
Yes.
You've got a gig. Are you the headliner for that or what?
No.
Oh.
But I am doing time on it. I'm not the headliner.
So, Comedy Club Stardom. Attaway, you should go to this as well.
I would like to congratulate you, David. I did some stand-up back in the 90s, and you are the most improved comedian I've ever seen. I saw some of your earlier stuff, and I was like, he's gonna struggle with this.
Yes,
but
sure.
I've seen you. I mean, but you're really catching on, and I'm a little jealous.
So you went on Geraldo to do stand-up comedy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I'll
Trying
just
to put
tell
all
you
this
this.
together.
I'll tell you this. He was part of a movement. That's where I'll leave it at. My guy was part of a movement.
Oh no!
What are the
They,
odds?
they
That's
didn't,
that's
hey,
classic.
they didn't have the internet back then, but they did have TV. You know what I'm saying?
And TV is forever.
That's
Well,
right.
It is still on TV. Yeah.
Well,
I'll give you a hint. He was proud to be there. You know what I'm saying?
listen. I could set a super chat goal right now for $500. If people donate $500, we play that episode of Geraldo. But I'm not going to do that.
We had really good-looking boots.
Yep.
We had
I'll
really
say
good-looking boots.
I'll say this. He wasn't on Geraldo's side on this episode. Which, by the way, he was a legend at Hewitt Trussville High School.
I bet he was.
Mushroom Man.
All right, dude. Well,
All right,
appreciate
dude.
you taking some time. And
Thank you,
and
David.
what's
Yeah,
up? We'll see you Wednesday.
All right, man. See you.
All right, see you. Hopefully, David's going to give us some tickets for that. I forgot to ask.
Dude, that blows my mind. Okay, last time. Are you dead? You were on this episode. Like,
We got multiple people confirming it now.
okay, so now that it's confirmed, because I grew up and that was like a famous TV moment in history.
Yeah,
and
everybody
you
knows
were
about
on that episode.
We had really nice-looking boots.
That is
the
unbelievable.
90s.
I can't even believe it. You know, that's no idea. I had no idea.
Here we go with JT, $50 towards the $500 to watch Geraldo. Take it, buddy.
We're gonna get canceled tonight. Yeah.
They're going to start working it, dude. They're about to start working it. Anyway, that just I just
I
wanted
think I
to
want
say,
your autograph now.
I just want to say I don't know. I've never heard any of this. This is all for the first time.
Yeah, that is a...
So I don't know if I need to
I'm not
denounce
gonna-
you
I'm
while
not-
you're here or what.
Well, I mean, if denounce me, denounce Nick Fuentes.
Can I get a resolution on the Senate floor for the U.S. government to denounce 90s Attaway?
Yeah, but 90s Attaway was a lot of fun.
It's crazy because, obviously I'm kind of painting the picture here of what that episode entailed, but you are the
I've
complete
seen it.
opposite of what I would imagine that was. Like, you're a libertarian kind of live and let live kind of guy, supporting the gays and everything else.
All right, so the weird thing is I was kind of the same guy then, but you're hanging out and everybody's got these really cool boots.
And so
I just had to do it, man. You should have seen the boots.
These really cool boots, and then you got the whole music, the ska music, and all the music, and the cool boots.
wow.
And there's a whole subculture to the whole thing.
And it's more than just an ideology. It's boots.
Well, there was really cool boots that were involved in that.
Women and drugs.
There was women, sex, violence, drugs,
Okay.
the whole thing.
Okay.
Was this just on the hotel room at Geraldo, or was this otherwise?
Just,
Wild, dude.
yeah, like when I was
See, I'm curious. Tell us later with the members only. I'm curious about the before and after the show and what happened. Like off the camera. Just saying.
So I don't even know where to go from this point.
Have you seen
everybody
that?
need a drink?
Have you seen that, Andrew? Have you seen the episode?
Oh yeah, I'm very familiar with it.
So you've seen the whole episode, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's been a long time, but it's an infamous episode
Okay.
that's talked about.
I was just making sure I wasn't getting too old on us all here.
I'm not going to tell you who is telling me this, but I've got somebody watching that episode right now, and they say none of those individuals look like you.
huh,
Probably
So do you look different back then? I assume.
probably about 150 pounds
Lighter?
Lighter.
Okay.
You could ask AI if he was in the video. Maybe.
It's by the way, it's my wife. She's watching the episode now. She's our official researcher. Whenever something pops up and we need to figure out, get to the bottom of it.
There's a whole group of people in the
She's
audience.
like, well, none of them look like him, but they're all wearing white hoods, so I don't know. He could be in there.
No, I was never
No,
it was a Halloween episode. They're dressed up
on
as
the
ghosts.
Halloween. Those people are just weird.
Well, tonight's episode of Geraldo Halloween costume contest.
They didn't have any cool boots or music.
We burned teas in their yard for time to leave.
So, well, I mean, if you did have a mask on, it did give you like a chance for people to look at your boots because they're like, I can't see his face. Oh, look at these cool boots. Yeah. I'm just saying. I need a drink, by the way. You want something? What do you want? You want some Jack?
Let me get a taste of the Jack Daniels.
All right.
Pass that over to me there. Come on.
Yeah, I got to say, I'm fascinated right now with tonight's episode. Yeah. So
I'm a strange man.
Yes, you are. Because here's what's interesting. Last time we had you on, we talked all about your life and all about the things that you've done. And never once in that 2.5-hour episode did Geraldo come up.
Yeah.
Like, that's a pretty big part of your life, I would think.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it was just it was so long ago. It was just a small portion.
You just kind of forgot
this
about it.
entire 50-year journey.
Well, if it wasn't for David Lynham, we still wouldn't know about it.
Right. Yeah.
You can thank him for that.
He spilled the beans.
But, I mean, we have told everyone what episode it is, and so I'm sure there's people that
Did
are
you
watching
happen to personally know the person that threw the chair that hit Geraldo?
I met that person.
Okay. Somebody asked, so just make sure. So-
What was their name? Do you remember?
Yeah.
You remember the chair thrower's name?
That was a girl that threw the chair?
It's a dude.
Oh, okay.
Well,
There was cool boots. And you know, I think that part of my life was, you know, I was young, and that part of my life was interesting and fun. I had a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. And you know, and I guess we can't say what the group was.
I wouldn't.
So
Yeah.
but there was a lot of sex and drugs and violence associated with that entire thing.
Which can cause you to do some maybe, traditional things. I guess
A normal 3-letter agency, you know?
Right. so we had a lot of fun, and
So you're like an intelligence agency.
Yeah.
and so yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Wow, that's fascinating. I did just get an email. Newsmax has been watching this, and they just canceled my appearance for tomorrow. So much for my TV appearance.
Well,
But again, I didn't.
while we're on the subject,
I don't know any of this.
while we're on the subject,
Okay.
how do you feel about this big breakup in conservative media?
I don't. Here's the thing: is I don't know that it's necessarily a breakup because I think there's just some infighting because some people can't handle an opposing view, which is normally supposed to a thing that just resides on the left.
What's the little tiny whiny guy's name?
Nick Fuentes?
No, he's cool. What's the other one?
You talking about Ben Shapiro?
Yeah,
Ben
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
He is so whiny.
Yeah.
And he's just
he's obnoxious. I
just
liked him for a long time.
I don't know. I mean, he's just. People are disagreeing with me. People are disagreeing with me.
I don't like Ben Shapiro, and I haven't liked him for a long time. The Daily Wire never really appealed to me outside of I thought Candace Owens was pretty awesome. And she's kind of, and this is part of the breakup, you've got like Candace and Tucker, and then everybody's mad at them because they're asking questions or they're interviewing people that they're not supposed to interview.
Yeah.
Which, again, is a thing that the Democrats do.
Ben Shapiro, beefing with Tucker Carlson.
Mark Levin's on Shapiro's side, too.
We're whiny Jews. People are disagreeing with us.
It's just, you think about it, and what does this all come from? It comes from criticizing or questioning Israel.
Right.
And so the question becomes, no matter how you feel about it, you don't have to be anti-Israel. You don't even have to be anti-taxpayer dollars going to Israel.
Right.
But you do have to ask yourself as to why is that the one thing you can't criticize?
Why can't we criticize it?
Yeah.
I don't want to criticize.
we're not enjoying criticizing.
On the whole Palestinian Israel thing. Palestine or the Gaza asked for that,
right?
I mean, because like, let's say you were my neighbor and you shot rockets and shot at me all day long, and I went over there and whipped your ass, and shot you. You asked for that all day long.
And people, it's easy for people to look at that situation and just say, blow it off the map, because your government, Hamas, started it. Yeah. But then you start looking into it, and you're kind of like, okay, well, maybe it's a little too much, or whatever.
Have you read the Bible?
Yes.
The Jews, they will genocide you.
And the whole Jews in the Bible and God's chosen people, that's another thing that people are kind of like, what does this really mean? And that's what has a lot of people torn, because people that grew up Christian, they may be thinking to themselves, yeah, there's some weird things going on with the Israeli government, but I don't want to be on. I don't
like these people either.
You're right. Or I don't want to be on God's bad side,
Yeah.
And if that means I got to cheer for the bad guys, maybe I'll do it.
So when October 7th happened, I was watching TV and I was like, oh, they did what?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I was like, do they know that the Jews have holidays where they remember where somebody fucked them out of a fucking nickel 5,000 years ago? He fucked me out of a nickel. We shall remember this forever.
Yeah.
And they got a long memory.
Well, they'll remember that nickel.
They wrote it down.
So anyway, just back to the basis of this, the infighting within the Republican Party. I don't even call it Republican Party, but conservatives in MAGA world, if you will, Trump supporters.
Vader, $2, Bubba Ray, nice chair shot.
He's obviously watching that episode as well. So you've got Candace, who has been really involved in deep diving into Charlie Kirk stuff.
Oh, yeah, I watched some of that last night.
You've got Tucker Carlson, who's being, I wouldn't even say
airplanes.
Right. I wouldn't even say Tucker's incredibly critical of Israel, but he's got a lot of questions, and he's like, why don't we handle the stuff over here instead of just continuing to fund a war against
America
Gaza?
First. If we're going to be America first, we should be America only.
And then comes the podcast called the America First Podcast, hosted by Nick Fuentes.
Yes.
There's a lot of people out there that don't know who Nick Fuentes is. A lot of boomers, a lot of people that are older, no clue anything about Nick Fuentes.
Mexican father.
And so you gotta wonder, what was the reaction to old people that watch the news when Chuck Schumer came out on the Senate floor today and introduced a resolution to condemn Nick Fuentes because he's that dangerous of an individual? A lot of people are like, who?
I think he says a lot. I mean, like mainstream people don't know who he is, but if you're into the internet or the interwebs,
the wild side of the internet.
The wild side of the internet, that he kind of says a lot of the quiet parts out loud.
Well, here's a clip of Chuck Schumer, who went on the House or on the Senate floor to demand that the government in its entirety denounce Nick Fuentes.
Well, 3 days ago, the President of the United States declined to condemn Nick Fuentes' hateful views and defended Tucker Carlson's decision to give Fuentes a platform. The president was asked about his thoughts on the interview. He declined to condemn Nick Fuentes. That is disgusting. For Donald Trump to excuse and protect the spread of Nick Fuentes' ideology confirms what many of us have long said. White supremacy and anti-Semitism are taking deep roots, unfortunately, within the Republican Party. Just as we saw from the leaked texts of young Republicans, just as we saw from text messages of administration officials, the Nick Fuentes saga on the right reveals that anti-Semitism and white supremacy have been growing with disturbing currency within the right wing.
Okay.
And within the right.
So what he's saying here, I think, he's using this to attack Trump, saying, because Trump was asked, Tucker had Nick Fuentes on his show. Do you want to condemn that? And he's like, Tucker can have whoever he wants. Well, now they're like, well, Nick Fuentes is gaining in popularity, so I need to bring up his name on the Senate floor so more people hear about him. And I think that's going to have the opposite effect. You know,
Right,
you condemn him, and he's going to become more popular.
Let me Google that.
Yeah, let me Google Nick Fuentes. And
Why are we talking about a Mexican? You know,
but
this is Mexican.
this guy's not even Mexican. So it brings you back to, again, Tucker Carlson's interview, and so he's been hammered. They've tried to pressure him out of the market and silence him and everything else, and he's like, why? I mean, why can't I just talk to the guy? I don't agree with him 100% of the time, or maybe even 50% of the time, but I still like to know what's in his head. Brian Dawson, CEO of 1819 News, you've seen him on this show, had Tucker Carlson last week. Tucker Carlson was in Birmingham a week ago. He was at Barber's doing an event for 1819, and he stopped by that podcast and was asked about the Nick Fuentes deal. Here's what he said.
And I got written out of conservatism, whatever that is. It's not conservative, but because I interviewed Nick Fuentes, and my point, I said right in the interview, I'm totally opposed to anti-Semitism, just so you know.
Yeah.
And he said he agreed on whether he does or not. I'm not in charge of his soul, but I am. But I interviewed Nick Fuentes because I wanted people to think about, why is this guy the most popular, much more popular than I am, influencer among young men? And it's because they've been destroyed by us. And that's a freaking fact.
Yeah.
And anyone who doesn't know that isn't listening, and anyone who listens but can't hear it is intentionally ignoring it. And shame on them.
Yeah. My generation, I'm tip of the millennial, the older tip of the millennials and down. Saw that you interviewed Nick Fuentes, and I don't think we batted an eye. We're like, yeah, no, everybody younger than me listens to Nick Fuentes. 5 million followers, I think, on Rumble, 170,000 live viewers. At any given moment he goes live, there's 170,000 people that tune into his live streams.
I wonder if the geniuses have ever considered why that is.
That's my point. Is it wrong to get into someone's head and let them say what they believe and give them a platform to do that so that people can actually know what they think, And it's like, why? And then hearing the story of how he was canceled, by Ben Shapiro when he was 18 years old. And it's like, what people need to have a window into the mind of the next generation. And I think that's the missing piece in that, is no one's thinking about that next generation and why they're attracted to this guy.
Well, completely. Yeah. And does, quote, canceling people work? Does telling people, would it work with your kids? If your child runs into the house, clutching his leg and there's blood seeping through his fingers and he's like, and you're like, shut up. I don't want to hear it. He could probably bleed to death. You have to listen to people, period. And if you refuse to listen to people, you have to ask, why?
Yeah.
Why am I shouting someone down rather than hearing what he has to say? Probably because what he's saying implicates me.
Yeah.
And at least part of what he's saying is true. And a lot of what Nick Fuentes, and I take the anti-Semitism out, I'm against it, just to be clear. But a lot of what Nick Fuentes says is absolutely true. The United States Congress is unduly influenced by a foreign country called Israel. It's not hate against Israel. It's criticism of the U.S. Congress.
Sure.
No U.S. lawmaker should ever put a foreign country above his own, period. So Nick Fuentes is not a criminal for saying that. They're criminals for doing it. I mean, if you disagree, tell me how.
Yeah.
Shut up, Nazi. Nope, not going to shut up.
Yeah.
It's an interesting take, and I agree with him 100%.
When I think somebody's wrong and I think they're crazy and I think what they're saying is so outrageous, I share it.
What do you mean you share it?
If I see a video.
You'll share it on social media.
Yeah, I see a video and I'm like, hey, look at what this moron's saying.
Right.
And people will look at it and go, that's stupid. This person's retarded.
Right.
The Hebrew Israelites.
Those guys are wild.
Yeah. So I'll share that stuff. Look at what this crazy person's saying. And if you really think somebody's wrong and what they're saying is wrong, you would let them talk all day long. But when what they're saying is dead on what's happening, you try to silence that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's going on with Nick Fuentes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, some of his, concerns that he has for this country are legitimate. Some of them. And it has to do with everything that America First or the MAGA movement has been about. And not about anti-Semitism or racism or whatever, but taking care of Americans of all creeds, of all colors, and how the U.S. government for decades and decades has been selling us down the river. You know, especially in the workforce, the middle class. You know, it's whether the middle class has been ravaged economically or with opioids or whatever. Like, we have gotten the short end of the stick for a very long time by both parties.
Who remembers the 80s?
I was born in 85. I don't know.
I was born in the 70s. I remember them.
So in the 80s, my dad worked at Stockholm Valves, which was a place where you could go to work there and you made a good living. And my dad would buy pontoon boats. He'd buy pickup trucks. My mom had cars. We had televisions. And I just, have you priced a brand new pickup truck lately?
It's expensive.
It's $100,000 for a pickup truck.
Remember when I told you I was watching the old wrestling clip of Stone Cold taking a monster truck and running over The Rock's new Lincoln?
Yeah.
The Rock's like, that's a $38,000 car. And
Right.
I'm like, and it was brand new. I was like, yeah, that must be nice.
So, I would say that the quality of the working class Americans' life has gone down. Have you priced a pontoon boat lately?
I don't
It's
even want to look at it.
$70,000.
It's all the devaluation of our cash.
Well,
the dollar has been
Quantitative
devalued so
easing
much. Yeah.
Killed us.
It's because we run on a debt-based system. It's it's going to keep going up no matter
And
what.
people are becoming adults, or like, soon out. I saw a clip the other day, and the chick's like 22 years old, and she's $100,000 in debt at 22, and kids are being thrown into the world and saying, hey, well, you got to have this, you got to have that. Just go ahead and borrow the money, pay for it later, whether it's school or a car or whatever, and they're being put in debt right off the bat that they're never going to be able to get out of.
I remember the first time I made $100,000 in a year. Mm-hmm. I was like, man, I'm 25 years old, and I'm really doing something.
You're filthy rich.
$100,000 a year, and that's 25 years ago. I had real money.
That's big money.
It also
25
depends where
years
you
ago.
live, too. 100K is going to go a lot further in Alabama.
Yeah, and it would go really far in Trinidad.
I had real money. And now you make $100,000 in the year. And
You're middle class.
Maybe I could go buy some chicken fillets.
You're renting.
Yeah.
Thanks, Trump.
Yeah. It's everybody's got a budget, man. We used to live in a country where you didn't really have to budget unless you just really wanted to and trying to save up some money. Now, if you make anywhere from $60,000 to $140,000, you got a budget. Even more than that.
Well, like I was thinking about on the ride down here. Like, how are people who, let's say they work at Sterilite. It's a decent little working class job.
Big employer, yeah.
You should be able to work there and be able to feed your family. Mm-hmm. And that you probably can't. You probably do very poorly at it. You probably,
and then that
make a lot of
creates
choices.
this vacuum in the job market where you can't get good talent, you can't get good workers. Because even though you may be paying them a big number, they're like, well, I'm barely surviving. I got issues at home. I can't pay my bills. Why am I going to give 100%?
I guess what I'm saying is if saying that the quality of the American people's life should be better than it is, and it should be on the forefront of American politicians' thoughts, if saying that's racist, I guess I'm a racist.
Well, I mean, the problem for Nick Fuentes has been, or the problem that is going to be presented for him going forward, now that more people are going to see him, they're just going to be pulling clips of the really crazy stuff that Nick Fuentes has said, even when he was, 4, 5, 6 years ago, because he's like a new age shock jock, right? Yeah. And whether or not he believes some of the stuff he says, I don't know, but he would say some crazy. The New York Post put out this video today, and it was trying to warn parents about Nick Fuentes and his rising popularity among young boys, high school, college-age men. And this is the presentation that they're going to be giving everybody about Nick Fuentes.
Most parents don't know who Nick Fuentes is, but they absolutely must make themselves familiar with him and his ideas in order to protect their boys.
Protect the boys.
Hot takes.
The 27-year-old is host of the America First podcast, which he has on Rumble. And apparently, according to the New York Times, in just the past several months, his views have quintupled on the platform. And he also has 1 million followers on X. So even though he might not be a household name, his reach is growing exponentially. On his show, Fuentes has spewed all sorts of extremely controversial beliefs.
White people are every single bit justified in being racist. You know, with all the Jim Crow stuff, who cares? A lot of women want to be raped. I will continue my crusade against women in politics.
He even once professed love for Hitler as an opener to a speech.
It's Führer Friday. It is Hitler Friday.
Fuentes recently had a conversation with Tucker Carlson on his podcast, which launched an all-out civil war on the right about how far right is too far right to be accepted into mainstream politics. Regardless of where you stand on that issue, his reach is only growing, and we have to engage with his ideas in order to understand what's actually happening with young men. Fuentes' followers call themselves groypers.
You know, racism, not real.
According to the ADL, they are defenders of a white Christian nation or a vision of America that they see as being under siege. A Republican staffer recently said that he believes that about 1 in 3 young GOP staffers under 30 have some sort of affiliation with the Groyper movement, which is obviously hugely concerning. This movement is less defined by a coherent ideology and more defined by swapping edgelord memes, which is basically a contest of how low can you go and how edgy and provocative and offensive can you be online. How much of this is young men doing some sort of cathartic rebellion in this double life that they're living online versus them actually holding these remarkably regressive and bigoted beliefs that would be completely in contrast with all the values that they were raised with. Unfortunately, people like Fuentes do have an insidious and very, very wide reach. And for some young men who feel that they've been politically stifled and that they can't say what they really mean, they're beginning to start to say things that they don't really mean.
She's getting on my nerves now. I mean, I get what she's saying. And she does have a good point that, you know, you need to engage him. If you think he's that toxic to society, and maybe he is, maybe he's not, but engage him and see why he acts that way, you know?
Yeah, engage him and put what he has to say on display. And if it's wrong, let the people determine
just like you said, exactly. So again, my point is they're going to really just kind of chop up Nick Fuentes and give you what they want you to see. So let's go with this. This is just a little sample, unedited, from Nick Fuentes' show.
This is why I said the other night, why don't we have populist Republicans and populist Democrats that just solve problems? Just solve problems for Americans. And by the way, I am willing to compromise with the left, 100%. I'll work with anybody. I saw the track AIPAC people. It's some progressive woman and some progressive gay guy. I'd work with them on shutting down AIPAC in a second, in a heartbeat. Same goes for Anna Kaspari and Cenk Uygur. They were in favor of democratic populism. They want to deliver health care. They want to deliver education. I would work with them in a second. In a second. A Zohran Mamdani all day. That's why I said we need to rethink and realign our politics based on what actually matters.
Okay.
And what matters to us. We have to drop the wokeness.
That sounds reasonable. I personally don't come from a place where I could trust the left enough to work with them, but that line of thinking seems kind of reasonable.
That whole solve problems thing. That's probably why Chuck Schumer wants to ban him.
These
guys talking about solving problems.
The other thing was Mamdani was at the White House today, and they come out and talk to the press, and they're all kind of cozy, and it's like almost like a little love fest. They're like, wow, turns out we agree on a lot more things than we thought we would. And everybody's like, what? And so it's kind of the same thing. You know, Donald Trump's the type of guy, he'll talk to anybody, and he does want to find out what you have in common. He's often said Bernie Sanders and I had more in common than anybody possibly knew. And it's because I think Bernie Sanders, even though his ideas are wrong, I think he does actually care about helping people. He just does it in a way that would probably do the opposite. Yeah. But I think he does really want to do it. I think Donald Trump's the same way. They've just got two separate ways to tackle it. And anyway, that's kind of what Nick Fuentes. I tell you what, before we go any further, let's do one more. This is Nick Fuentes talking about. I think this has got to do with Israel. Let's see. It says Nick Fuentes connects the. Oh, okay, all right. This is actually a really good point. He's connecting Israel with presidents that have tried to prevent Israel from gaining nuclear weapons.
Do you want to know the only American president who tried to stop Israel from acquiring a nuclear bomb? Take a wild guess. It was JFK. John F. Kennedy. Just 5 months before he was shot in the head in Dallas, Texas, he told the Israeli prime minister that he would not allow them to acquire a nuclear bomb and was demanding IAEA weapons inspections, and he knew they were giving America the runaround, and he was shot for it. And then Lyndon Johnson turned a blind eye and allowed them to nuclearize with their plant at Dimona. And they acquired the triggers from South Africa, and they stole the uranium from the United States, and they got the schematics from A.Q. Khan from Pakistan, who stole them from Germany, actually. And they built their nuclear bomb, triggering the arms race that actually led to...
So, I mean...
That's a whole conspiracy theory.
That is, but it's accurate.
There's lots of conspiracy theories with Israel.
Yeah, there is. There is. But it's becoming, and this is what's got Nick Fuentes on the radar in the first place, is, as we stated earlier, criticism of Israel is a no-no. And it piques my interest. It piques a lot of people's interest that just generally... You know, like you could call it a good conspiracy, or just generally, you know, why can't I talk about this? Why am I not allowed to talk about this in a country with free speech?
Theo Vaughn, the other day on Joe Rogan's show, kept saying, if Israel doesn't kill us,
I saw that. I watched part of that. Yeah, and I saw that a couple times.
So a lot of people are discussing the fact that, you know, speaking negatively about Israel tends to
get you on a lot.
Get you a hole.
Yeah.
Where you didn't have one.
Right.
Yeah. And, I mean, it's a little weird. You know,
now, whether or not that's true, we don't have evidence.
We don't have any evidence of that, but it is.
You can understand why people say it.
But, you know, I mean, then you look at Chuck Schumer coming out on the U.S. government, encouraging the U.S. government to denounce somebody.
Yeah,
that disagrees with Israel.
There's just somebody on the internet that more than half the country doesn't know.
Hold on a second, you know. So, I mean, that makes it. If they would shut up for a minute,
yeah,
and just like people would stop talking about Israel.
Well, this is what's crazy because he's doing that, and because they made such a big fuss about him, Tucker Carlson having him on, it's causing the other super popular conservative talkers to address the situation, and they're saying, why not hear him out? Like, I don't want to say they're siding with Nick Fuentes, but if you were to just look at it on paper, you're kind of like, oh, they're sticking up for the guy. And I guess they are in a sense, without agreeing with everything he says. Stephen Crowder on Piers Morgan's show. Listen to what he said about Nick Fuentes.
People, though, Pierce, I do need to tell you, people like Nick Fuentes, they have a legitimate grievance. There was some gatekeeping going on. And I've experienced this too, by the way. It wasn't over the Israel thing. But you have some conservatives who are cozy with big tech, where they're fully monetized, their views are permissible. And people like Nick Fuentes, they're deplatformed. I'm at Rumble. I obviously would have pull at Rumble. I've been there for a long time. I have been painstakingly clear. Nick Fuentes, of course, should have a platform if he's not breaking the law. That's the difference between some of the old school conservatives who say free speech, but behind the scenes, they glad hand a little bit. And if these people are radical, and I don't know that they are, that's why I'd like to have a conversation with them. We do need to ask what radicalized them. That's a valid, if we believe that they're radical. But I think they have some legitimate grievances. And you have one side saying, these people are despicable, these people are offensive. Those are victim bitch words. Don't use those words. And then you have people trolling saying, I love Stalin. I don't think that anyone who's right-wing or conservative loves Stalin, but I'd like to follow up. I think it's interesting.
It's fascinating. It's a fascinating argument.
Yeah.
And so it's put this in this really weird place. Not to get so deep on this issue, but it's just, You can ditch that one, Tony. That one's not worth it.
Okay.
That was Dan Crenshaw.
Dan Crenshaw.
I still think he has two eyes. I
Who
think
is
it's real.
Dan Crenshaw?
Dan Crenshaw's a goob. But anyway, what's your thoughts on it? Do you think this is obviously boosting Nick Fuentes' social stock?
Yeah, there's talking about Nick Fuentes makes people Google Nick Fuentes. I'm like, who's this?
Well,
why should I watch him?
I've had multiple people text the radio show today because I talked about this very issue, and many of them said, never heard of Nick Fuentes, but I'm going to be watching him tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had not heard about him until I found out that I wasn't supposed to listen to him.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I watched everything on the internet that he had done.
That's a motivator for
I
people.
was like, oh, look at him. What's he saying?
Yeah, that's how I discovered Alex Jones decades ago. They beat, whoever the media hates is usually on our side. Mm-hmm. So.
That whole crazy thing he said about solving problems. I mean, what a radical.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's a wild line of thinking. Anyway, I didn't mean to go down that rabbit hole. We've been concentrating on Geraldo for 30 minutes.
No. I'm glad we talked about Nick Fuentes on the show because he needs exposure.
Well, and he'll be our clickbait cover photo as well, so we can get exposure.
Yeah, a little side note here. Alabama Jammers in the chat. We just had that Alabama. I watched that documentary a couple times.
Oh, Alabama Jammer. Listen to this. Have you seen
Oh, yeah. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of the state of Alabama.
Yep. So you've seen it, yeah.
The Alabama solution?
That's it's shameful. I know that there's probably a lot of people listening to the sound of my voice that think, well, if you didn't want to go to jail, you shouldn't have broke the law.
Right.
People should be jailed, but it should not be hell on earth.
No, it's inhumane. I mean, we got to have a level of, and it's not just the conditions in the jail, but the parole board and just denying people parole because we want labor in the jails.
Right.
So they can make money. We the taxpayers don't make a dime off of the free labor.
You know, in other countries, they train people to do jobs in jail. Mm-hmm. That way, when they get out of jail,
they can contribute to society.
They don't come back.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. If you've got an actual job, you are less likely to, be at home 7 days a week and get bored and go commit crimes.
Yeah. I mean, most people, and I believe it's 80% of all people in prison or jail in the United States of America are there for a nonviolent crime.
80%?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a high number. Yeah, I've seen it.
It's a nonviolent crime. And we're going to starve these people. We're going to torture these people. We're going to house these people with the most violent criminals that there is, the people who belong in prison, or on a rope in the case of child molesters.
Yeah.
But we're gonna house these nonviolent people with the worst people on earth, and we're not going to feed them, and we're going to treat them just like most of these people are coming back home, and they're going to come back home. And do you want them to come back home scarred, or do you want them to come back home trained and ready to be part of society?
Right.
But yeah, I'm ashamed of Alabama and the way we treat prisoners.
You saying you don't like Steve Marshall?
No.
Okay. Alabama Jammer, who is one of our listeners, he listens to the radio show and follows the podcast. He's in prison. He's in one of the Alabama prisons for life. He watches from prison. We've actually got a surprising amount of people that watch us from prison.
Oh.
And rehab centers.
And Birmingham Work Release. We've got several women that listen at Birmingham Work Release to the radio show. I don't think they have access to the podcast. I guess Alabama Jammer's got tablets in there or whatever. But he's in there for life without the possibility of parole for a murder that he says that it was somebody else, but I guess he was tied into it some way or whatever. And they confirmed with us everything that documentary put out. Like, it's all accurate. And as a matter of fact, if you recall, the bald-headed guy that was, a former guard that was talking on there, his name's Stacy George, had him on the radio show in studio.
Yep.
What was it, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
He's actually trying to run for governor right now, which
he's not going to win.
He's not going to be Tommy Tupperville, but I support him doing it. I mean, I'm voting for Tommy Tuberville, but I think he's a really good guy that his heart's in the right place, especially when it comes to that prison issue.
Yeah.
Like, he's a good Christian man, and he's just had, I mean, he saw that stuff in the prisons firsthand, and he knows how utterly, like Stephen Davis, the kid that got unalived, and all the prisoners are like, "Oh, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to say what I saw."
Yep.
And then the one guy that wasn't willing to say what he saw, what happened to him?
He got unalived.
He got unalived.
He should have never said, "I'll tell you when I get out."
Yeah.
That did him in right there.
He was 1 month from getting out of prison.
Yep.
And they unalived him because he was about to talk.
He should have said, "I will never tell you anything," and then got out and tell them.
You're not saying that you think that the completely, totally, 100% not corrupt government of the state of Alabama would do things.
From what Stacey George explained to me, he said it was likely a hot shot, which is essentially, "Hey, Mr. Prisoner, we've got you a cigarette here. If you want to, relax a little bit," and then it's got a bunch of chemicals in it, not drugs, but chemicals that wouldn't be found in an autopsy that just put you down.
I mean, because it's been my opinion, being a part of the state of Alabama, that never in a million years would any of our politicians be corrupt and take bribes,
right.
and do things that benefit themselves and their families, and not listen to the people of Alabama at all.
Alabama's politicians are, like all the things that I hate about the Republican Party as a conservative. That's all it right there. It's all in one spot.
It's all here in the heart of Dixie.
It's in the heart. It's right there in the heart of Dixie.
Now, y'all want to be Republican, don't you? It's like, well, we want to be Republicans, but we don't want to be your type of Republican.
Right.
Yeah. I have learned a lot in the past half decade about Alabama politicians, and I don't like any bit of it. It's horrible.
Well, it's like, where is this medical marijuana that we voted for and we asked for and we said we want this?
Oh, dude, I could really go into it, but
Where's it at?
Instead of actually making that available, they turned around and banned hemp.
Where's the lottery?
Yeah. When I moved here in 2008, I heard, "Oh, we'll have a lottery soon." Everybody agrees we need one, but they fight over where the money goes where money goes
Whose
to.
brother-in-law is going to get paid?
Yeah, and they still fight to this day. And there's even been politicians that put out bills that said 100% of the money goes towards roads. Who could argue against that? But somebody was upset that some didn't go to schools, and it just keeps going on every year, and it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, I'm a little bit ashamed. I was going to move, I guess, about in 2008. I was going to move. I was just going to pull up roots and move to Texas. Because I was so fed up with Alabama.
Really?
Because it's so embarrassing to live here.
Yeah. I mean, Alabama's home for me. I've been here my whole life, and I love Alabama. But those in Montgomery have embarrassed the state.
Have you seen the roads in Georgia and Mississippi and Tennessee?
Yeah, they're nice.
Did you see the schools you drove by?
Yeah,
it comes from all the lottery money they get from us driving over there.
Let me drive by. We're going to drive by this junior college that teaches welding. And you know what happens when you plan a junior college that teaches welding? Usually a bunch of factories pop up in those empty fields around there.
Yeah, you get a bunch of welders.
And then you've got a Toyota plant and things like that. And
well, and how you're going to need that with the investment that Trump's bringing into this country. Whether he's right on this issue or wrong on that issue, he's bringing trillions of dollars in investments, Toyota in particular, bringing plants over here. And so we don't want to get a bunch of H-1B visa employees. We don't want to have to import from the third world. We want Americans filling those jobs. And,
have you ever tried to employ a white person to do something?
Nah, I haven't personally, but I've heard David Lanham talk about it.
It is horrible. I would not recommend it. It's like,
Tony, he employs white people.
Well, he's got a vape shop.
Okay,
it's easy to talk white people into.
So you're saying it's different with the factory?
Come to the vape shop, white people. I'll be in the air conditioning all day, and I can nerd out. We'll listen to the Indigo Girls.
They do. Listen, if we're being honest, they do nerd out a little bit. They're good guys.
They are into wrestling.
But they're really into wrestling. Talk a lot about wrestling.
Yeah, but it's I'm going to hire white people to do something hot in the sun. No, you don't want to do that.
That's a good point. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't want to do that.
It's just it's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, we should be ashamed of the state of Alabama. We should be ashamed that you ever heard of Big Jim Folsom?
Yeah, of course.
So when he became the governor of the state of Alabama was so far behind the rest of the country. We didn't have roads that connected the county seats to the state capital.
Yeah.
And he gave a speech about the light had shined on the rest of the country. The light had shined here and there, but the light ain't shined on Alabama. And the light still ain't shining on Alabama.
No, nobody cut the lights on.
And we still don't cut the lights on.
Somebody didn't pay the electric bill.
Dude, the only roads that are paved perfectly in the state are the roads that go right to their houses where they drop envelopes of money. I'm telling you, it is so up like that for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shameful. There's a road that goes from Montgomery to Tuscaloosa. It's the only straight road that goes from Montgomery to Tuscaloosa, and it's from the 1930s.
Yeah.
And but you go up to Ohio, that road would be 4-lane. There'd be exits to get off. It would already be an interstate. There'd be rest areas.
Yeah.
And because you can't move cargo around if you don't got roads.
Do you know we got a Buc-ee's in Birmingham?
Over there by the oh yeah,
We're making it, yeah.
By the world's biggest motorcycle museum.
Well,
and that stretch of road going to Barbers, very well paved.
Right, it's right off of Interstate 20.
Right off of Interstate 20, right there in the Buc-ee's area.
Yeah,
everything's
Tucker
nicely
was
paved.
just there too.
Yeah, you're right. Well, you can get on that Interstate 20 and go over to Atlanta and buy lottery tickets.
That's true.
And hemp products and CBD gummies and
Kratom too.
Yeah, and Kratom.
Yeah.
It's so. And there was a large portion of our OTL audience are not even from Alabama, but I'm sure they have concerns, the same kind of concerns in their state. Maybe a little different. Like Florida and Georgia are probably a lot different, but they still have their concerns. I think our concerns are more important though, and detrimental.
So look, for those of you not from the state of Alabama that have ever wondered what time travel is like, I suggest that you get on an Alabama road and drive down that road for 30 minutes and then cross into Mississippi where it's 2020 and you've just left 1970s America. That's what it's like. You've traveled 50 years in
Mississippi is 2020? Wow, that's a big improvement.
They're still 5 years behind the rest of the country.
But they can gamble over there.
But they're 30 years ahead of us.
Yeah, and our politicians would say, well, at least we're not Mississippi. And most of us are like, wish we were.
Wish we had.
Right.
Wish we had them roads.
Wish we had a vape shop right on the Mississippi border.
So down in Mobile, so you get on this road. It's this depressing, sad-looking road, and you're driving across, and you're going toward the state of Mississippi. And you ride through these towns. There's dirty kids and diapers on the side of the road. Shut down 1960s motels. And then as you come up on the border of Mississippi, you see light coming through the pine trees.
Mm-hmm.
What is that light up there? And then you ride on down, and then all of a sudden you cross into Mississippi. And the 2-lane road that you were just on turns into a 4-lane highway with exits, stores, commerce, casinos, lights and whatnot, because the light is shine on Mississippi.
Non-dilapidated schools.
Matter of fact, when I was on those roads, I was delivering steel to new Mississippi schools, new schools in Georgia, new schools in Tennessee. And I'm not talking about just high schools and elementary schools. I'm talking about junior colleges and smaller colleges where people can go learn what they call trades.
Right.
And from those of you from Alabama, a trade is something that you can do that pays more than $15 an hour. They have those kind of things up in Huntsville.
Yeah, they do, but that's really close to Tennessee.
Yeah,
So
it's proximity to Tennessee.
just a little spillover from Tennessee is all that is.
Vader says, I don't know about Alabama the state, but Alabama the band is awesome. Hey now, $5.
Feels so right.
I think Amy and I went to the town Alabama was from. We visited this guy in the vape shop, and the band Alabama was from that town. And
Yeah,
I
what's the
cannot
town they're
remember
from?
the name.
Fort Payne.
Fort Payne, that's right.
Yep.
They're from Fort Payne. I will say, maybe this is good news for you or whatever, but I don't believe we're going to reach the $500 that we needed to watch the Geraldo episode. We made it to about, I don't even know if we made it to $100, honestly.
It happens sometimes. I see Steve Moore on
Facebook.
Can you actually, you
Facebook.
can read the chat?
Yeah, from here.
glasses.
I can't. If let's say without my glasses, I could not. This would just be a blur, but I can see long distances great.
That's amazing. I've never been across from anybody that could actually read the chat.
Yeah.
We put this monitor up just for whoever's sitting in that seat to see the chat, and you're the first person to ever be able to read it.
Yeah, I've got Ted Williams' vision going
Awesome.
that way.
But yeah, so we're on a bunch of different platforms with Facebook. The way people scroll, we don't really get any numbers on Facebook, but you say Steve Moore is on.
Yeah, I saw Steve.
Is that
Moore.
one of your buddies?
Yeah, well, he grew up down the road from me, a couple of houses up. Yeah.
Did he go to Geraldo with you?
No.
Okay.
He's a nice person.
He's one of the
He
good
didn't
guys.
like cool-looking boots.
Now, wait a minute. There might be more than one Stephen Moore, but does he have long hair? Is he a psychologist?
No,
Okay, different Steve Moore. Never
different
mind.
Steve Moore.
Yep. But it's another Steve Moore I know. So,
Yeah.
Not that one though.
Nope.
Not the good Steve Moore.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I know lots of people. I had an amazing childhood, amazing years as a teenager, an amazing time as a 20-year-old, 30-year-old,
Yeah.
40-year-old, and my 50s are going to be the greatest decade so far.
Well, I think the future's bright for you in particular. Actually, my dad just texted me and he said that I'm just going to read you exactly how he typed it. I seen on TV that Alabama Public Television is hiring. Just thought you'd want to know. So in case you want to.
That's where a friend of mine is just getting laid off from Alabama Public Television.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a spot for you then, buddy.
Yeah.
Steve says $2. Somebody looks hungry for peanuts.
Do you want to try one? It's up to you.
Yeah. Let's try one.
We'll just have
damn.
to. We may need some Ziplocs to store these.
What is that in?
It's
What's going on there? What is it?
It's just in a plastic bag. So this is level 1.
Oh, that's color. I thought that's the color.
This is the package.
Yeah, the packaging. I thought.
The level 1 is getting started. Carolina Reaper chocolate butla peppers. That's what's in this one, and I'll eat this one with you. We'll just do one apiece.
Yeah, because that Carolina Reaper was kind of weak.
Was it?
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Really? All right.
So, because my daughter, Abby Grace Attaway, who's my favorite daughter of all my daughters.
Vader says John Bird is the IBS champion of the world. So your daughter,
she could probably eat a whole Carolina Reaper on her own.
really? You think so?
Dang.
She's awesome.
I grew a bunch of Reapers and Ghost Peppers, and I dehydrated them and turned them into crushed pepper, and I use them like almost all on all my food.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan of the hot stuff as well. Oh shit!
Something I just thought of with these food eating contests that they do, like hot dogs, etc. Have you ever seen a female in any of these?
Every now and again, you see a
You
competitive
do see some?
woman.
Okay.
Tony,
I didn't
go.
know. I've never,
There's you peanut.
I'll wait on you guys. You guys go first.
Oh, he already went for it. All right, so let me try mine here. Oh, thank you. Amy just brought me Ziplocs.
Okay.
Even though it's Carolina Reaper, it's still somewhat mild.
Well, I'm getting a little.
You can feel it though.
It's a little athletic. I don't have water. I'm out of water.
Do you need another water?
I could use another water
Okay, let me get you a water.
before we.
Tony,
We got one
look,
coming right now.
Tony, you got a water as well. You could handle this first one.
Yeah, this was.
I'm telling you.
Are you sure
one.
it's state level 1? What is this?
It's Carolina Reaper and chocolate butla, but it's spicy. Don't get me wrong.
You ever like that Louisiana hot sauce, which is like red salt.
Yeah, I like that.
Not me.
Jamie had $10 to travel all over the Southeast, and the roads in Bama are way better than Tennessee, Mississippi, Georgia, and South Carolina. What is this guy talking about? He basically said, suck it.
Who is this that disagrees with me?
Jamie Head.
Nazi.
When you don't like something somebody says, call him a Nazi.
I think that we should go before the Alabama State Commission, and since you disagree with me, I'm going to proclaim you a Nazi.
Cancel you.
And cancel you.
All right, here's Tony Gump with his level 1.
All right, level 1.
Peanut. It's a little spicier than I thought it was going to be.
Oh. Yeah, it's got some kick in there. Yep.
Tony doesn't do hot stuff at all.
Oh, my God. This is level 1?
This is level 1.
Okay, I don't think I can do 3.
If you can make it through level 1, I'll be proud of you for sure.
Well, obviously, I've made it through it. I ate the thing. So.
Well, we got to make
hot.
sure you don't die.
No, but it's hot in the back of the throat. How can there be any higher level?
It does. It has some residual to it. Like, kind of hangs around for a minute. I mean, even Attaway needed another water, so.
Dang.
Who is this person that disagrees with me? I travel. When was the last time you traveled, sir?
Listen, Jamie Head is one of our dedicated fans.
Jamie Head?
Jamie Head.
Ugh.
That name sounds suspicious.
Well, they were a very, very dedicated, loyal member to the OTL
That name
Nation.
sounds suspicious, Jamie Head.
So don't run them off. We need Jamie Head.
Very suspicious of this.
Look at Tony. Tony. You all right, buddy?
I'm doing all right.
Eat some of this beef jerky. It'll make it go away.
We got some Reaper beef jerky if you'd like some. Actually, I have dill pickle flavor. You think that would help? We have crackers as well. I can give you some crackers.
Dude, how do you guys do this?
Let me get this boy some crackers real quick.
Yeah.
Tony Gump is hurting. Ladies and gentlemen, I can see him sweating from here.
Dude, it's like in the throat. Like back,
It's got him in the throat.
As soon as I crunch
Got him
down
right
on
to the
it,
rope.
yeah, it's oh my God.
Here you go, Tony Gump. Try to soak it up with some crackers there, buddy.
Cracker for a cracker.
I mean, honestly, if I were to have to put money on it, I would have said that's too hot for Tony.
See, Trucker Bobby just agreed with me.
What'd he say?
He said that it's not true, Jamie, because he knows Jamie's a Nazi too. It's not true, Jamie.
Jamie's not a Nazi.
I drive a truck. Alabama's the worst. Thank you, Trucker Bobby.
Listen, maybe we're all just driving on different roads. Some roads are good, some roads are not so good.
No, truckers know. I have a CDL, and as a CDL holder, I'm well informed about things.
Okay, so let's move on before you ruin our dedicated members of this show. Number 2 is called Warming Up. It's Carolina Reaper and Ghost Pepper, which actually doesn't sound as hot as the last one, but...
Yeah, good night, everybody. I'm struggling.
You okay?
That's the first time in the history of this podcast I spilled my drink.
Yeah. I'm proud of you, Tony, for doing that one, by the way.
Well, you kind of,
Yeah, gave you
Wow.
the old rope-a-dope on that one.
Are you sure it was a level 1? Did they mislabel that? Because it's still hot.
I mean, the mislabeling is possible, but yeah, these are hot.
Is it made in China? What's going on?
Yeah. All right, we're going level 2, as I noted, Ghost Pepper and Carolina Reaper. I'd do it on the other side of your mouth opposed to what you did the first time.
Oh, my God.
I forgot I got an ulcer
I
on
don't
my
have
mouth.
teeth over there.
Oh, okay. Well, you just keep it on whatever side you need.
People like to punch me in the face.
Is that what happened?
Did they throw a chair at you, too?
I got kicked in the jaw during. So you know how some people have that face, that hittable face. This is why I don't go to bars. I have that face.
Yeah.
And people like to hit me.
I don't think that one was as hot as the first one.
I didn't even really get anything off that.
Off of that one?
Oh, my God.
All right, I'll go to level 3, but I can't completely wreck my night by going.
And I got to
all the way
inform
with
my
this.
wife that Attaway was on the episode of Geraldo where they threw the chair and it hit Geraldo and broke his nose.
Okay, Tony. Dude.
I got to tell all my friends now, okay? Come on.
We gotta have our $500 before we get into it.
Make sure you give me an autograph on the way out, too.
Level 3 is called It's Getting Real.
What?
Carolina Reaper 7-pot brain strain peppers. Are you ready for number 3? You didn't feel anything off the last one, so. Or do you just want to go straight to number 5? How about I just go number 5?
Go 4. Break in the middle.
Hold on. This man's not affected by any of this.
Do a number 4 and see what happens.
Let me tell you what number 5 is. It's called the Death Nut. And it entails 2 times the Carolina Reaper, Maruga Scorpion, 13 million Scoville capsaicin crystals. And you said you snort capsaicin crystals. So if you just want to, just if you look at it there, you can see it.
That looks hot.
You want to try? I've done it. I've done this twice and made it all the way to the end.
The Death Nut sounds like a 40-year-old man.
Or an 80s movie.
You're gonna do this because I'm gonna open it.
No. Let's hold off.
Do you want to go with number 4?
Yeah.
Where are we at right now?
We're at 3, but I'm just trying to I can't take this forever. I can't do this forever. Number 4 is Pain Sets In, 2 times Carolina Reaper, 7-pot Douglas peppers. I thought you were Mr. I can eat all this hot stuff.
I can eat it all.
Do you want to do number 3?
Let's do number 3.
Okay. Right. Number 3 is It's Getting Real, as I said, Carolina Reaper, 7-pot brain strain. And that
How was number 1 not It's Getting Real? I don't understand.
Number 1 was hot as hell.
Yeah.
Trucker Bobby, did you go to Dora High School?
Uh-oh. Here we go. More high school friends coming up.
Uh-oh.
All right, I'm not doing this one. I'm gonna let you do it.
You not do it?
I gotta host the rest of the show.
Oh, sir.
So yeah. Oh, but It's Getting Real. Carolina Reaper 7-pot brain strain. Let me know how that one goes. And if it's not bad, let me know. We'll go number 4. The audience would love to see you go with number 4.
So he already put number 3 down?
Yep, that was number 3.
Okay.
What do you think?
That would be good, like in a peanut butter.
Do you think so?
And you could make a sandwich with some strawberry jelly.
It'd be good to have
it up.
something to soak it up.
Some hot peanut butter.
Yeah, I'd be down for hot peanut butter. I'd love that. So, anyway,
The
4
stuff
and
does
5.
clear the sinuses pretty good.
4 and 5's waiting on you, buddy. If you change your mind after you drink all that water.
He's looking pretty stable for after number 3.
Yeah, you're doing good. I got to give you that. I'm not criticizing you, but I can tell that it's getting to you.
Well, now it's like it's in my teeth.
Yeah. That's the one thing about this challenge is it really hangs on you.
So I went to Louisiana when I was about 19. I started working on boats.
Yeah.
And eating hot food.
Mm-hmm.
This is BG before Geraldo. Right.
No, this is after.
Oh, after. Okay.
Way after. But yeah. So eating hot food's no big deal.
Not for me either. Again.
You can't eat that. You can't eat that hot water. No.
Is that what they said?
That's what it sounded like when I first got to Louisiana.
Well, you did good. Again, you're still drinking your water. It's still hanging on you.
On me now.
Do you think Abby Grace is watching you and thinking, "Come on, Dad, go ahead and give us number 4"?
I don't know.
Because you said
I think she's rooting for 5. Yeah.
She might be. You don't want to disappoint your daughter.
No.
You already tearing up a little bit?
Don't wipe your eyes.
It got stuck in me.
This man's got another bottle of water brought to him.
Got stuck in me.
Well, listen, I'm going to go ahead and give you props for making it as far as you did. I will keep myself on standby to do that challenge with the next person that's willing to do it. I only made it to level 2, and then I tapped out. I could have gone 3, but I wasn't mentally prepared.
I don't know that you could.
Oh, I could. I just wasn't mentally prepared for it. I gotta be mental. Plus, I gotta be on Newsmax tomorrow, and I can't melt my face off tonight. I gotta keep looking pristine. They've already texted me and asked me if I'm still going tomorrow night. So,
right,
I gotta be ready.
Look, I'm in my studio now.
Listen, I'm with a guy from the 1993 Geraldo show.
You should tell him I'm definitely going now because I turned down CNN or something. You know.
Yeah. No, I confirmed with him.
That The View wanted me on.
Yeah, The View wanted me, and I had to turn him down to be on Newsmax weekend programming.
It's going to be exciting.
It is? You going to watch?
I don't know if I have Newsmax.
Well, you go to the website or you download the app. It's like 15-day free trial.
Yep.
And
Is
then
that on
$4.99
Roku?
a month after that. It's on Roku as well.
I have Roku.
So just pull it up on Roku, and if you don't want to keep it, then cancel it before 15 days, and you're Gucci.
You might be able to watch it live on like Rumble or something. Sometimes they have.
So I found out, I thought that they always streamed it on their YouTube channel, but it turns out that what they stream on YouTube is a Newsmax 2. There's regular Newsmax on the TV, which is Newsmax Plus, and then Newsmax 2, which is either old clips or different programming, which is kind of confusing, but
They've got a Fox News that has a bunch of people you don't know who are.
yeah.
And you're watching it, you're like, where are the people I know?
It's kind of what it is. John Glasgow is the name of the host for that, by the way. John Glasgow.
Yeah.
I think I've seen something similar to this.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen
I'll
him.
pull him up. John Glasgow.
Go.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, there he is. Yep.
Looks like a prominent young
Look at that
man.
jawline.
Yeah.
Man.
A little chromium looking,
kind of a Superman vibe to him.
a little bit.
Let's get some nice hair.
Yeah, he does. It's like Clark Kent. So yeah, I watched a little bit of his show, and he kind of seems like he's a younger guy. I mean, he might be probably my age, and he seemed like my type of guy. Like he's,
This
kinda,
could be your shot.
could be,
Could be your shot to go to the big time.
and I could also end up landing on my face, but
Right.
I'm just
You could just get on the camera and just be like, F her the pussy.
fucking around a pussy.
That would get you national news,
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Newsmax, if you're watching,
Get you fired too.
if the booker's watching this, I'm not doing that. I
No,
promise.
definitely not.
Promise.
Invest $5. You have to do all 5, or you all die.
He didn't say that part, but that's probably what he's thinking. Well, Stave, listen. Stave's the one that sent this to us. And I can't. I'm just going to be honest. I can't. But on another day, I probably can make it to 3 or 4. I've gone all the way to 5, and it was pretty miserable.
Did you have to get ice cream?
Yeah, I think that we recorded it. It was in between my dad and I. And I think, it was ice cream or milk or something I had to start getting after to not die.
I broke a little bit of a sweat on that.
You did, but you handled it well. I don't know if you're just not an emotional guy and you just don't let your feelings be known.
I don't know. I was riding waves on level 1, so I don't know.
Yeah,
what
he
you
was
guys-
getting dizzy after the first.
I
peanut.
spilled my drink for the first time ever on this podcast.
I bought some hot sauce. Had a skull and crossbones on it one time.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this would be delicious. And I put some on a hamburger, and just 2 drops of this hot sauce made the hamburger completely unedible.
It's like hot sauce dye. Like a little goes a long way.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember my Uncle Juan, when I was younger, he had a bottle of hot sauce. I guess he got it from his family in Mexico or whatever. And it was like a dropper bottle. Had a dropper on it, like medicine or something. And he just had the skull and crossbones on it. So all I remember being on there. No kind of writing or whatever. Maybe I hadn't writing. I don't know. And he pulls it out and drips some on his steak or whatever it was he's eating. And he's sweating already. He's not even eating it yet. He's sweating. Wipes his hand across his forehead.
Oh.
And within seconds, he's got a blister across his forehead. And I was like, that's bad stuff.
Yeah.
That should be, actually, it probably is illegal, which is why it came in with no label. But that's not. I mean, that's like the shit you buy to unclog your toilet with that comes in a plastic bag because it's so dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
What is that stuff called?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's like very dangerous. Like if you get it on your skin, you're just
it's an acid.
You might as well grab a handful of fentanyl. Like it's bad, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's an acid, but yeah, it's nasty stuff.
This is going to be your first appearance on the Bubba Army Network. I don't know if you're familiar, but we these shows also go to the Bubba Army, the Bubba the Love Sponge YouTube channel, and all of his different platforms. So
that's Hulk Hogan's buddy.
Yep. That's right.
Okay.
And no, in the lead up to Hulk Hogan's death, Bubba the Love Sponge was the only one talking about it, and everybody called him crazy. He's like, I'm telling you all, Hogan's on his deathbed. And everybody's like, whatever. Bubba's just being Bubba.
Oh, they were doing press releases going, no, that's not true.
Right.
He's fine. And the next day, he's dead.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. Like, they were all and I knew Bubba knew what he was talking about, because even though they had a torn relationship, they both lived in Tampa.
Didn't Hogan bang his wife or something like that?
Yeah, so how that all went down was Hogan was divorcing his wife, Linda, and it was a nasty, nasty, nasty divorce. And it was so bad, like, Hogan was at a low point in his life where he wanted to unalive himself. That's how bad it was. Mm. And so
So she helped him.
She
helped him.
Don't kill yourself. Kill this cooter.
See, essentially. So Hogan's staying at Bubba's house because, he's had his house taken away from him and all this stuff during the divorce. You know how dicey it is before it's final. And so Bubba just brings up one day. He's like, would it make you feel better if I let you bang my wife? And Hogan's like, yeah, probably. And so they go bang. They got security cameras all over the premises. Bangs his wife. No big deal. Stays a secret. But once Bubba and his wife, Heather, start to get divorced, he pulls all the tapes off and everything else because he wants to make sure he's got his ducks in a row. The tape of that in particular ended up at his office. One of his employees stole it and started shopping it to media outlets in collusion with Bubba's competition, which was then going to hire Bubba's employee. Yada yada. It was a big. There's a documentary out about it. I really encourage you to watch it. Yep. And it gives all the details. And then you find out after the fact that Bubba's wife Heather didn't just do this one-off with Bubba's permission. Like, she slept with him several times after the fact, behind her back.
Right. So Bubba wasn't in there watching.
No. In
the chair.
No. He wasn't. He just said, hey, y'all do your thing. Hogan, you're my boy. We just swap a little poontang. You can have it. Knock yourself out. See if it makes you feel better.
I've always wondered, because you got those swingers. You see that on the internet. It's always some people that are older. They're like, at what point during your marriage do you just go look at your wife and go, hey, you know what would really turn me on? I'd really like to see you bang the neighbor. I bet he's got a hog leg on him.
Listen, there's people like that. I mean, not just that, but there's a lot of people into a lot of different things. It's like feet people.
I've got the internet. Yeah.
He's done research all over the internet.
He's been researching all day.
I've researched the internet.
Ever since he got fired, he's been researching. Feet fetishes. I just think that's weird.
Yeah, there's Feet Finder.
I don't get that.
I don't know.
Feet Finder, like an app?
Yeah, it's Feet Finder.
It's like a website, yeah.
Like Tinder, but for feet people?
I think so.
That's disgusting.
And you can sell pictures of feet.
How do you feel about feet people? It's not really your thing?
I mean, I like vagina. And boobies.
Yeah, that's kind of traditional.
I mean, I like to stick my wiener in mouths.
Okay.
Stuff like that. With the feet thing, I don't see. I mean, what are we doing here?
Did we do the level 5? What's going on?
Yeah.
What are we doing here with the feet? I don't
know what.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
But if you comment on that stuff,
I mean, if they have fancy boots on those feet, would that change your mind?
You are the boot guy.
You walk on feet.
That is, the feet get a lot of action, like in your normal day to day. So it's kind of like
they belong in the air.
They belong in the air.
Not near my wiener.
Well, again, different strokes for different folks. Yeah. It's just fact of life.
I mean, there's so many weird.
You got fetishes. A lot of things that's been in the news as furries as of late. Furries.
That's.
I don't know if I should say this. I had one of my, I guess it'd be my coworker that is actually a boss over a certain part of the radio station, and she came to me in the hallway. And I don't ever talk to really anybody at the station. She's like, "Hey, can you tell me what's a furry?" And I was like. So what's a furry? And the reason she's asking is not because she's interested in the lifestyle, but she heard me talking about it on my show with the Charlie Kirk assassin and everything else. And I was like, well, It's people that like to dress up and pretend that they're animals, and then it kind of gets into this sexual fetish deal. And she's like, okay, and she left.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah.
You think she did any research when she got home?
I don't know. She looked pretty freaked out by it.
Yeah, she was like, well, that is way past missionary.
It's like Andrew. How does Andrew know about this?
It's like Dingaling's position of the week, you know. The furry bender.
Yeah, it's just weird, man. It's weird stuff.
We had a furry come to the vape shop a few years back, and I'll never forget it. I'm sitting there looking at the camera, and this big old tail sticking up like it's happy, and it was strapped around him, and they walked in with it and walked out with it and acted like it was no big deal, you know?
Furries have been around for a minute. We were talking about it. Jessica and I were talking about furries one day on 101.
Huh.
When somebody emails me, and they are upset, and he goes on to explain that he's a furry. He's actually a dragon, and that he and his boyfriend are very into lifestyle, and they didn't appreciate me demonizing the furry community as we seem to be doing. And I obliged. I emailed the guy back, and he's like, listen, I really love the show. I'm a conservative as well. He's like, but I just wish you'd take it a little easier on the furries. And I said, you know what, man, respect. I said, I'm not going to take it easy on the furries, but I like you. I think you're a good guy. And I think you should be allowed to do whatever weird shit you want to do.
Yeah.
As long as you're not hurting anybody.
To make fun of it.
And I should be allowed to make fun of it.
Yep.
Simple as that.
As long as you ain't hurting nobody, we're good with it.
Well, sometimes people like to be hurt.
That's all their choice.
That's another fetish.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
As long as you're not hurting nobody that doesn't want to be hurt.
Unintentional part, yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you know the safe word.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I guess we'll get out of here. We could possibly, Tony, what do you feel about doing a members only for like maybe 10 or 15 minutes?
That's fine, yeah.
Are you familiar with members only? I think I explained it at the beginning of the show.
We get really pissed off when we throw chairs at each other after the show.
It's very uncensored because only the people that pay $4.99 a month can watch it. So we feel like it's more of an inclusive group of people that are watching. And I'm not saying because we didn't get to $500, we're not going to necessarily show the episode of Geraldo unless you want to. But we can talk about different things on this members only. So if you're not a member, go to our YouTube channel on your browser. If you're on iPhone, you can't do it from the YouTube app. Go to your browser. You'll see where it says join as a member. Click that. $4.99 a month. Totally worth it. You can see the stars on people's name in the chat on YouTube. Totally worth it for everybody. Become a member. And also contribute to the show. We appreciate you.
I would like to tell all your viewers and listeners.
Wait, before you do that, we do final words before we leave. You want to say that for your final words?
I will.
Okay. Tony Gump, your final words.
Final words. That was a hot peanut earlier, and I'm still feeling it. But thank you, Jeremy, for coming here. You're quite... I won't bring up the episode anymore, but
he's gonna be talking about
that
still
shit for
like
a long time. I'm bamboozled like that you're here and you were on that episode because I remember seeing clips of that as a kid. You know, so.
You're basically famous, Jeremy.
Oh yeah, you're famous now. So
thanks you were
for
famous
coming.
from the gay squirrel thing. We didn't know you were famous from
I've had several renditions of this.
And think about this, Tony. The Young Turks were showing him doing the gay squirrels bit, and having no idea that he was. Anyway.
I'm telling you, you can't make this stuff up.
Go ahead.
So fantastic, awesome. Alabama politicians suck. Get plenty of water, meat, sunlight, and sleep. Pray for birds, IBS, and stay positive.
Couldn't have said it any better. And Jeremy Attaway, go ahead, buddy.
I've really enjoyed you guys having me on. If you were not offended, that's great. If you were offended by anything I said or did, that's too bad. You guys be good.
Wow, that's good. Good final word.
Yes.
Usually we don't get good final words out of guests because they feel too pressured and they just say something dumb. 2 more things. My final words. Tomorrow I'm on Newsmax. It's going to be, they said it's 5:50 Central Time, 6:50 Eastern. I would say probably more like 5:45, 6:45. Check me out. Y'all send us messages. If you see it, Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a picture or a video and tag me on social media. Take a picture or video, tag me on social media, because I don't know how I'm going to get the clip. I don't really know a way to record it unless they'll actually give it to me. And then the second thing is, what was the second thing? There was something else. Oh, shit. What was it? I don't remember, but it was really important. Okay, well, I'll probably remember on the members only. So,
Yeah.
Can't remember it. Follow my socials.
It's remembers only.
follow my socials. That's right. Follow the socials. Tony Gupp, thank you. Jimmy Attaway, thank you. And to the audience, thank you. You guys are the absolute best. And until next time, Sir Cut!